Part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Find more great shows at greenlitpodcasts.com. Alex, I know we're about to record the show, but I do have to bring up a serious issue.
Well, what's going on?
I noticed on your live streams, you integrated sound alerts, where people can basically buy sound alerts and play them whenever they want on your stream.
Yes.
I noticed most of them are from No More Whoppers.
Pac-Man for NES.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about asking you, why are you co-opting drops that we created together and making extra money off our partnership for your personal gain?
Hi, it's me, Ray.
I was not consulted on this.
I don't know that you necessarily own the rights to a lot of these.
Bare knuckle.
Well, I do own the right to my own voice.
Do you?
Yes.
Prove it.
Well, I got my will right here.
Okay.
And you're not getting any of it, that's for sure.
The document that says what happens after you die?
Yeah, but it also states what is a part of me.
So what does it say? What does it say happens to us after we die?
No, just me. You got your own will.
Well,
we don't have the joint Alex and Ray will.
Well, hang on. Let me open this up here.
I'm just wondering. Okay, well.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I didn't know that if you read your own will, it tells you all of the future events that happen after you die.
Uh-huh. Right. Well, getting back on topic, I'm just wondering what possessed you to go about this endeavor? It seems like the whole thing is made to mock me on a regular basis.
Well, I think you'll find I have the answer to all of that right here.
It's No More Whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ray Barnholt and Knuckles, and with me as always, excited to watch the debut of Marvel's Ms. Marvel in Marvel Studios presents Marvel's The Marvels, Alex Fraioli.
I gotta come clean. I thought this was about marbles. I thought I was watching the Jenna Marbles movie.
Oh, Marvel's Marbles?
Yeah.
The Marvels of Marvel?
Yes!
Disney Plus, everybody. Check it out.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Alex.
How's your month been?
Oh, my God. Well, you want to know?
I'm obligated to ask.
You are indeed. And boy, I've had a wild few weeks, I got to tell you. Lots to talk about this time around. First of all, though, how are you?
Let's come clean. I just woke up. I'm still drinking my coffee, but I'll deal with it.
All right, so you're just going to sit here and listen to what I got to say. Is that right?
Yes, and I'm going to try not to yell at you too much.
Uh-huh. Well, you did that plenty last night.
Yeah. That's the show.
Okay, well.
Let's go.
Where do I begin?
How about with
Pac-Man for NES.
No.
Oh.
I'm really going to ban that.
Why?
I'm going to sue everybody who uses it and references it. You're all going to court.
For NES. I'm jizzing in my pants.
Would you double
right
it up?
now.
It sounded louder than normal.
Yeah.
You dick.
Pac-Man for NES.
This has been No More
I'm alone. I am Jackie Chan. What have I done? Sandwiches. No. Air circulation.
All right.
All right. We're all just leading on all our drops right out of the gate.
Yes, Alex, it seemed that you were.
Mitchell.
All right, let's just start right from the top with my whole spiel.
Let's start over. Let's start again. All right.
Okay. Yes.
Let me start this one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to No More Whoppers. I'm Alex Fraioli, certified fresh, and joining me, as always, 5th Congressional District clown, Ray Barnholt.
Well, that's great. Hi. How's it going?
Good. How was your week? Month?
Week.
Yeah.
It's like fourth meal, but calendar.
It's like fourth meal for time.
Well, boy, I had a lot going on. I better start with the most important thing. I cleaned my keyboard.
What?
Yep. The other week, I cleaned out my gamer keyboard.
I was just about to say, because we have band practice tomorrow, and we haven't seen you there in a long time.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I got the special keycap remover tool, and I removed all the keycaps, and I vacuumed that sucker all out. I threw the keys in the dishwasher, and it was all sparkly new because I think I had it for, let's say, redacted years, and
Wow.
didn't clean it. But now I did. It's good as new, and that was a great highlight of my past month.
Good. I have to say that that's the one thing that I miss having a dishwasher for is putting in non-dish things like glasses and keys.
Yeah, I have also cleaned game console shells that way and controllers.
You put your PS5 in there.
Well, you take it apart first, but yeah, you can do that.
Oh no, I gotta go.
Oh my god, and I paid a scalper for it too. Holy shit, holy shit.
Oh no!
Returnal!
Well, I'm not playing Neo Geo CD anytime soon.
That's for sure. Well, I mean, the PS5 does have those plates you can just peel off and you can stick them anywhere.
Oh, that's okay.
The plastic plates? Yeah, okay. Anyway, what's next?
I heard plates and I assumed dishwasher safe. That's on me.
Of course.
Okay.
The PS5 plates. TM. Then a couple weeks ago, I finally got legally married.
Oh, legal congratulations.
We went to the clerk recorder's office and finally got that done.
That's fun.
And boy, what a laugh that was. I mean, first of all, it's COVID time, so they had an appointment-only system and, a long wait when you get there. But then when you go in, it's just like walking up to the counter at the bank and
wow.
There's a person behind the glass and they're checking out your forms and making sure your forms are all set correctly, and then they go ahead and give you your marriage license first, and then we also opted for the ceremony, of course.
Nice.
But the ceremony was also right there at the counter as you stand and wait, and the person takes a moment, goes in the back and puts on their robes, their officiant robe.
Wow.
And reads the whole marriage vow spiel, and then you do that and you do the smoochie, and then you are officially recorded as married.
Nice.
Now that part I expected a bit more of. I thought maybe they would have like a separate room for the actual ceremony part, but they did not, because I'd seen some other videos of like other offices like in SoCal who had like rooms set up, and even during COVID they were like, yeah, come on in, we got a room and everything, I'm on a podium, we can do whatever you want, but not in our county. So it was kind of just this funny sort of like 20-minute thing, and but we knew that going in. We knew it was not going to be some grandiose thing. We also took a very bad video of it for the family, and
yay!
where the angle is just terrible, and you cannot even see me like putting on a ring or anything.
Oh,
very lame. But
it sounds nice though.
Nice enough. The nice part is that it's all on paper now, and we get the tax benefits.
Yeah, no more taxes ever.
Yep, and it only took almost 4 years to get done.
Okay. Now, when you say it was like the bank, did you do everything through pneumatic tube?
No, I wish.
Okay. I was hoping like you put your ring in a pneumatic tube and it shoots through the tubes, and then it plops down into her hand, and then she does the same with her ring she sends to you. Mm-hmm. And then you cut cake and you smoosh it into the tube and you send it to the other person.
No, I'm afraid
that's how
not.
I wish it had played. Okay.
No, just the basic layout of the building is like a
Damn
bank
it!
with the partitions and the counters and everything.
Okay, and the vault full of money.
Yeah. Now the other
Ben
thing,
Stein asking you questions.
Clear eyes is awesome. I did that before. I'm just being dumb.
Matrimony is awful.
Yeah.
Oh man, why couldn't Ben Stein officiate your wedding?
When Ben Stein's matrimony?
What?
What?
Then he proposes to you?
Yeah. Win Ben Stein's hand in marriage.
If you win, Ben Stein will propose to Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, it's a long time coming. Yeah, that too.
Right?
Well, yeah. So another part of the waiting long enough to do that is because apparently I lost some weight in my finger and my ring is too big now.
Oh, wow. How'd you lose weight in your finger?
Well, I don't know really, but I had lost weight over the past couple years. And so I guess my finger also thinned out a bit and the ring did not fit as well.
I know it doesn't work this way, but I am imagining you doing finger curls with one tiny little weight.
No, none of that happened.
Okay, well that's unfortunate.
I never had sausage fingers to begin with,
Right, you're not a PS2 model.
No, I'm not some Guido.
Hey, go! Let's go!
What is that, like Italian coffee?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Joey Salami. I'm the front man for the Italian Ramones.
Love his YouTube
What's that?
channel.
They were already Italian? I would like you to prove it. I like Joey Salami.
Yeah, he also reviews prosciutto on YouTube. Great stuff.
I've sliced it so thin I can insert it into the PS5. As you can see here.
That's a feature they don't advertise that much,
I know. Why?
Because I guess they didn't want to sell anyone a carnivorous console.
What?
Like the console
I guess.
eats meat. Kind of scary.
You need to feed it the meat. It's how it can do ray tracing.
And it puts the lotion on its skin.
He's not a murderer.
Well, you don't know that. Meat is murder.
That's true.
Gotcha, bitch.
I think Morrissey taught us that.
So I have to get the ring resized, I suppose, or something.
Oh.
There's some bullshit trick to just layer on a bunch of silicone on the inside of it, and that's kind of gross to me, so I don't think I'll do that. But
yeah, just get it properly resized.
Yeah, really.
Don't fucking life hack your wedding ring.
Yeah, I know exactly. It seems a bit off to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that, and then about a week later, for the third time in 2 years. I drove from Washington to California.
Oh, fun.
Took that 2-day road trip.
That's right. Was this Operation Mom Move?
It was, yes.
Wow.
So we moved Mom, and now she lives with us in our big house.
Very nice.
And
would you describe it as Big Mama's house?
No, she's very lithe.
Okay. All right.
Skinny Mama's house.
Skinny Mama's house, yeah.
So that was that trip. I don't have much to report about it because it was really just a straight shot, and my mom is not my wife. She does not want to go to every single town and have lunch and stop at every single time along the way.
That does sound nice though.
Yeah. Well, in my wife's defense, she's not from America, so
right?
She would be more interested in seeing how things operate in different parts of the country.
Yeah.
So we just, got some snacks and food already pre-stocked up and just drove straight there as we could.
Fun.
I did stop at a Love's Travel Stop for the first time. I don't know if you've heard of this chain.
The diaper?
No.
Oh.
No, Love's, LOVE''S.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a truck stop, but anybody can go there. It's just it's not special necessarily. It's just a big truck stop in the fact that there's also a gas station and a fairly above average convenience store, which has a nice big bathroom, including showers and stuff.
Oh,
but
wow.
also a truck shop. You can drive your semi truck in there, and if you need to get maintenance or tires changed or something, they'll do that there as well.
Now, hang on a second. I want to back up. I want to just clarify. I've always been confused about that term. When they say semi-truck, does that mean one truck? Is that one truck every 2 years or 2 trucks every year?
Well, it does depend on the weight, I believe.
Okay.
Some
All right,
trucks are bigger than others, yeah.
All right, that's a fact.
Yeah. So, as far as the American Combini experience goes, it was not bad. It's up there with AM PM as far as selection. I enjoyed it quite a bit. They had nice, hot, ready-to-go burgers and things, so pretty good. Yeah. And it's nice and clean, and yeah, it's a good chain, I believe.
I feel like that's the biggest hurdle that most American franchises have to deal with is, hey, is your shit clean?
Yeah.
Whereas Japan is generally really good about that.
Yeah, so they seem to pride themselves more on the cleanliness part as opposed to any other random gas station that would be surrounding it.
Nice.
Because I, had been to, I think the last time I took this road trip in January, was it? We stopped at AM/PM, which just had a nightmarish bathroom.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was not.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, not cool. So that was neat. Going to that store. Yes, indeed.
Yay.
And then, I'm sorry. We did stop at another Airbnb. I got an Airbnb house.
Oh, nice.
To spend the night. And it was also quite nice and everything. And similar to the last time I talked about the Airbnb with all the crazy signage and things in it, this one had a special bit of signage in that they actually put my name on it.
What?
Said, so I stopped in Eugene, Oregon, and they said, "Welcome to Eugene, Ray. Enjoy your stay."
Wow.
With like the little, it's one of those little letter boards. I can't even explain it, but yeah, they customize it just for me, even though I was going to be there for one night.
Why was your social security number also written down on there?
Yeah, good question. I did report them to Airbnb, so.
Okay. And a copy of your death certificate?
Once again, I can see the future.
Wow. Yeah, I remember dropping into your Airbnb when you guys were in Pittsburgh for our wedding, and it was that was pretty nice.
That was a weird one, though. That was the lesser of the ones we've been to, I believe. So.
Why?
It was just a weird setup. Like they clearly remodeled some like sort of duplex and turned it into one large house essentially, because there's like spaces for what looked like two fireplaces. If I remember correctly.
That's a Pittsburgh thing. We always have two fires side by side.
Okay, great.
Yeah, just in case one burns out, we got the second one going.
Oh, you yinzers.
Yeah, thank you.
And it was just a weird setup getting in there because you had to drive into the back, go around back to enter it. I mean, you went there.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, we survived. Whatever. It was fine. But I could always drive 45 minutes to your parents' house if I needed a reprieve.
That's right. That's where we recorded that episode.
Yes. But yeah, that was my last trip, and now Mom's living with us, and all is well. We did get a U-Haul, so I did, again for the third time, got a U-Haul and drove that this time across 3 states. So that was interesting.
Wow. It was just full of 35,000 copies of Mario Paint?
No, that would definitely be a weight limit thing, going back to weight problems. Speaking of that, though, I did for the first time go on a truck scale because of this. So in Washington and Oregon, I got the smallest possible U-Haul truck, which is like the 10-foot one. That thing is never going to reach the like weight limit that Washington and Oregon want you to stop at a scale for.
Right.
However, in California, they just want every truck to stop at the scale.
That's classic Cali.
Yes, it is. So I did that twice, and it was not as scary or anything as I may have thought, even as a kid or something. You just very slowly, like 3 miles an hour, go across this plate. And maybe if you're overweight, they'll make you stop. But obviously, I was not overweight.
No.
So, yeah.
And in fact, the guy in the booth even commented how slim your fingers were.
Yes.
Which is pretty nice. It's nice of
that
him
was
to
nice
notice.
of him, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing, though. When we cross into California, they do have an inspection point, like a sort of customs sort of thing.
Hey, are you two married? You can't be in the same car if you're not married.
No, they ask you if you have like, invasive species shit. So, if you have certain kind of fruit or vegetables or anything.
Right. They do that between states?
Not Washington to Oregon, but Oregon to California.
Yeah, it seems like California is the one that has all the crazy rules.
California is pretty controlling.
Okay.
Yeah, Washington to Oregon is just like, go over the bridge, hi, you're there. You want to go to Fred Meyer? Great.
Yeah, it's like going from Pennsylvania to Ohio.
So we roll up to the inspection point, and there's the inspector guy there, and he's very genial. He's like, "Hey, folks, good morning. How you doing?
Hello.
Do you have any fruit in your truck there or anything?" And I say, "No. Where'd you pack your truck today?" And I said, "Bellingham, Washington." He said, "Okay, well, turns out, Bellingham has a gypsy moth issue, and so we want to make sure that we're not going to let in any gypsy moths into the state today. So do you have any furniture that was outdoors, patio furniture, the like, and so on and so forth?" And I said, "No, sir, we don't, just regular indoor furniture." But yeah, he basically had this tour guide sort of intonation to him the whole time, and it was just
wow,
disarming, but in a positive way. So
okay, wow.
And that was interesting because the other times we went through, it was just in the regular sedan, and they just like you stop at the booth, and they're just like, "Yeah, go ahead." They don't ask anything, they don't want anything, they just push you on ahead.
Neat, I think.
That's just road tripping, man.
Road tripping's fun. I miss road tripping.
Yeah, I bet. In Japan, they call it a drive.
In Japan, they call it Famicom. I haven't been on a road trip in Japan for what feels like a decade.
Yeah, I imagine you.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
I went to Kyoto with the parents-in-law a couple years ago. That was nice.
In an automobile?
In an automobile.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I bet. Huh.
I stopped and got pictures in front of the Nintendo building.
Oh yeah,
like a dumb tourist.
Like the current one, or like the old playing card one?
The current one.
Okay, because there's that historical one.
The sleek cube.
Okay, yes.
I call it the Game Cube.
You know what? That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, right. I thought so.
I'm gonna write that one down.
Do it.
It suggests they name their next system that.
I'm a gamer.
You are.
Game Boy Advance.
Man, did you also want to punch in the face everybody who called it the Game Boy Advanced?
Yes, and I still do, because people still do it.
Why?
They don't know any better.
There's no D on the end.
Apparently, people see a D. And I'm seeing an L on their forehead.
Oh.
Dankachino?
Yeah, yes.
All right. That's what the D stands for at the end of advance.
Right. Those are the big things that happened to me recently. Of course, I also finished spring semester at school, and then I have one class to do in fall, and then I should be done with community college.
Is it East Asian Studies?
No, but that is a very interesting pull back to my previous community college experience.
Is it West Australian Studies?
No, because I did take, I think, East Asian Studies back then.
Is it Moon History?
Oh no, it was religions of the Far East. Was the class? Yeah.
Oh, fun.
No, it was not fun. It was the teacher was basically treating us all like 8th graders and made us make like poster boards and shit all the time. And I was like,
what the fuck?
As like group projects, I'm like, fuck right off.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. That was not a great class, as I just intimated.
As they say in the business, woof.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Woofarino.
Yeah.
You can play Dunkachino again. That's a good time to play that.
Dankachino.
There we go.
Dankachino.
Whoa. Oh, ha.
So much of it.
Nihon no minasan konnichiwa. Kiefer Sutherland des.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
we got a new guest here.
Yeah, you like how it says Nihon?
Of course, yes.
Nihon no.
Yeah.
Nihon.
Well, that's fun. Raymond, not a lot of stuff's been happening in my neck of the Maury.
No, you didn't marry anybody?
Not recently. I mean, we had our 4th anniversary a few months ago. That was nice. We went out for a big fat steak.
All right, pretty good.
As
Alex,
we
are you
tend
a
to do.
married man or are you in a relationship?
I am. I just said 4 years.
All right. That was Jimmy, not me.
Oh, right. Okay.
And you got to go into some goddamn Back to the Future bullshit DeLorean cocksucking fucking shit.
Right. But no, the only problem here is we're in the middle of spring right now. And spring and fall are the two the two seasons in Nagoya that seem to last a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The interstitial period where the weather is pleasant is extremely short. That's a bit of an exaggeration, maybe a couple weeks, but yeah, we're right on the cusp of it just getting stupid hot again, and then it will stay that way until late October.
Wow. Okay, then. Pretty good.
And then it gets pleasant for another couple of weeks, and then straight back to freezing.
Pleasantville.
Yeah. Pleasant Valley Dog Walkers Club.
Okay. That's a pull.
Yeah.
Is it coming back?
Maybe. I did stream all of Mega Man 4 last. I did the entire Retro Achievement set in one sitting. There was not much to it.
Wow.
But it was very fun.
Yeah, it's because Mega Man 4 sucks.
What? It's my favorite. Get the fuck out of
here. Just razzing you. Just starting some shit.
Well, it's so good.
Trying to get a rise out of you.
Well, it worked. Wait. Oh, that's news radio. Okay. I meant to play this.
What was that? What is that?
I meant to play Pizza Bagels, but I played news radio. What's up?
Is the Bagel Bites music supposed to represent our conflict? I don't understand.
It's the implication is I can have Mega Man at any time of day.
Okay.
That's how much I love Mega Man. Like I don't care. I'll have Mega Man for breakfast. I don't care. Remember that famous Bill Cosby bit where he's talking about giving the kids Mega Man for breakfast?
Who?
Oh yeah, William H. Cosby. That's not anybody.
No, William H. Macy is also disgraced.
Is he really?
Wasn't he wrapped up in that college admissions scandal?
Oh, was it? Well, that's okay. That's disgrace, but that's a different level of disgrace. That's not Cosby disgrace. That's like, I used my wealth to get my child into a good college, which is, I shouldn't do that either, but it's not quite on the same level. It's not quite Cosby-esque.
Well, you may think it's a different level of disgrace, but I'm on Twitter and everything is flat to me.
What?
Everything
Twitter's a flat circle?
Yeah. Everything is the same level of outrage.
What? Why? You know.
Because I'm on Twitter.
No. Yes! That's me. That was me. That was me.
Konnichiwa. Steven Spielberg.
What have I done? Oh, what have I done? I bribed a college admissions committee to get my friend Ray into college. I didn't realize he was already going to college, so I've just wasted a lot of money.
And probably some sexual favors you didn't want to make.
I thought I was doing you a favor. Turns out I've just lost $80,000.
Old Bartina.
Money from the church collection plate.
Yeah.
Japan, though, you mentioned, I think, as recently as last night, because we were streaming, something about getting vaccines.
That's right. Hey, I gotta wait for the music.
Yeah, let's wait for the
Japan. There we go.
music.
All right. I think June 22nd. Oh, shit, I played both of those at the same time. What the?
Dual callback.
What is that from?
That's from some episode.
I don't remember. Oh, let's recreate it. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah. Okay.
It was Bagel Bites.
Oh, shit. Well, now they're not next to each other anymore because I have a new soundboard. Shit, I played both of those at the same time. Japan! All right. Yeah, vaccine. So here's the I skimmed one article about this months ago, and
That's
so
how
I
it's
don't
done.
think this. What?
Yeah, that's how it's done. You only skim articles.
I don't know that this is the actual cause. I still don't know for sure whether or not this was the cause of the vaccine delay or if this was just the media playing it up. But there was a story that Japan had accidentally ordered millions and millions of the wrong syringe size.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you did refer to this once. Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't speak to the validity of that. I don't know if that's why the vaccine has been delayed so badly. Like, they've only just now started rolling it out to at-risk folks within the past month, I should say. So supposedly we normies are supposed to get it June 22nd, but I believe they're opening it up first with teachers.
Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense, because the teachers are pretty fucking frontline. You're dealing with kids all day.
Similar to us, they prioritize the healthcare workers.
And a lot of kids don't... Excuse me, there's a syringe in my throat. Kids don't know how to wash their hands and shit. That's how I got pink eye when I was in ALT, because a literal pig pen child, just who exists in a cloud of dirt, decided to dig his fingers into my eye.
Great image all around. Yeah.
Yeah. It was gross.
Love it.
I did. Oh my God. Speaking of pink eye, I did last night have a dream. I would call this a nightmare. Mm-hmm. That somebody threw a fistful of raw chicken at me, and it hit me directly in the eye, and I immediately got pink eye.
Immediately.
Yeah.
All right.
Shit! Wait, hang on. What?
Might have been me. I did have chicken. I was handling chicken last night for dinner.
I think it was you. That reminds me, we do have Alex's Dream Corner. This was actually recorded a while ago, and I forgot to play it on the show, so I don't have time to transfer it to my computer, so I'm going to play it right from my phone. Here we go.
All right.
April 13th, 2021. Tifa lost a bet, so she had to stay in Midgard to promote the Dreamcast. I forgot to pay my bus fare, so the bus pulled into a parking lot, and the driver yelled at me in front of everybody. Then I bought Street Fighter 3 Third Impact on Dreamcast. I got to meet Tifa, though. Bustin' makes me feel good.
There we go. It was all worth it. I like Third Impact a lot.
Third Strike is the actual name.
Oh, that's right. It was Second Impact.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Third Impact is Evangelion.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You were in sleep mode.
I was in sleep mode. My brain was not fully formed. That's how sleep works.
People yelling at you in the parking lot. That does remind me of a road trip moment. I was at that Love travel stop. And I was just like, we were about to leave, and I was just like, oh, wait, can we throw this thing out in the trash? And I was just like asking my mom to, like, I pulled up to the front door, just run out and throw that in the trash, would you? And she does. And, I expect to be out of there really quick. And I'm parked in front of, a couple cars. But of course, I'm sitting there for like 1 second, and I put my head down for a minute, and then I put it back up, and then some woman is standing outside of her SUV waving at me with both hands up in the air like, hello, and wanting me to move. And I'm just like, fine, okay. And then I immediately just... It was nothing, really. It was just a funny, dumb moment, but it took 2 seconds to get out of the way. But like, Jesus Christ.
Some people.
You didn't have to do the whole theatrical sort of wave.
No.
Anyway, that was it. It was not a dream. It was reality.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Freddie, penis.
And Tifa was not there.
We got vaccines coming to Japan eventually.
Yeah, and hopefully right after my birthday, from the sound of it.
That's right. 2 days after you turn 38? Yeah. Right?
I'll just cut off the 8 part in editing. Okay. Great.
2 days after you turn 30. I'll give you a clean one. Well, you're going to be 24.
Thank you. Yes.
And you don't look a day over 12.
I've been told that, yes.
That's pretty good. You got that baby face. You got a great YouTube face.
My wife is very jealous of my skin.
We all are. I'm going to take it.
No, not like that.
Oh, man. That'd be fun.
Ray, I'm literally rattled and panicked.
He's got a knife.
And a melon baller. And a zucchini peeler. Gross.
Ew. Not cool.
So, yeah, I just imagine that Japan accidentally ordered, like, 10 million 6-foot-long novelty costume syringes for nurse, like, sexy nurse costumes.
Yeah, so...
I just assumed that's what happened instead.
Syringes were too big or too small? What was the issue?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Too goofy.
Yeah, the spiral ones. Like a
yeah,
silly
the
straw?
spiral syringe. Yeah, silly syringe. Oh my God.
Puts the kids at ease.
What?
Puts the kids at ease.
It does. God, that's terrifying, man. If you went into the doctor's office and saw those, you'd be like,
Yeah.
Was that some kind of corkscrew? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Silly syringe.
Is that an episode title?
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Let's ask the audience.
Okay.
No! They've said no.
They've spoken, yeah.
They've spoken?
Gokutai Kudasai.
Cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was Steven Spielberg and Michael Bay together.
Yeah.
Asking fans to watch the Transformers trailer.
Gokutai Kudasai.
It's great.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know when I'm getting the vaccine. I'd like to get it soon.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah. Well, I also, as of this recording, I mean, I'll know once this comes out, but as of this recording, I still don't know if the state of emergency is going to be over on Monday. It's supposed to, because right now the situation at the bar is I have to, first of all, I cannot serve alcohol, no booze.
Okay.
And second of all, I have to close at 8 p.m. every night.
No alcohol, so the thing that kills viruses a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, but it's not, I understand that. Like, everybody is like, I don't get it. Do they think you get the virus from alcohol? No, dingus. It's because drunk people have no sense of spatial awareness. Drunk people are speaking and breathing into your face all the fucking time.
All right.
As someone who has lived and worked around drunk people professionally for the past, in a large capacity for the past 14 years, yeah, cutting off alcohol is a good way to not spread a fucking virus.
All right, who are you yelling at?
You! No. I'm yelling at everybody who, and I know people are doing, I know this is coming from a place of concern and people are very worried about me, but I've received a lot of messages like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I heard you're not allowed to serve alcohol. I hope you recover. I'm getting a lot of stimulus money to do this.
True.
I am 1,000% okay closing at 8 and not serving alcohol. And if it keeps drunk people from falling over each other and talking and breathing into each other's fucking faces, yes, let's cut off alcohol for a while.
You don't need to swear and yell so much about it.
I sure hecking do.
I mean, people were having concerns, and
I'm yelling at the argument that what they think the virus comes from alcohol, because that's everybody's go-to joke, and joke is in quotes. Every time I tell people I can't serve alcohol at the bar. Like, no, you idiot. It's because drunk people forget how to act like human fucking beings.
There you go with the swearing again. Okay, well,
sorry.
Point made.
I'm sorry for the poop talk.
Thank you. Goodness gracious.
I am Jackie Chan. Balls of fire. I am Jackie Chan.
Yeah, well, you're still getting stimulus, and that's good.
That's true. That is right. I've gotten the first 2 out of 5 so far.
All right, good.
Which is good, and that's yeah.
They've planned for 5 already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the stimulus chunks get divided up every time the conditions change.
Okay.
So, like, the period of everyone has to close at 9 p.m., that was its own stimulus chunk. But then as soon as that curfew became 10 p.m. or 8 p.m., then it gets lumped into a second period. It's basically like, so like we're in a period right now, 20 days in May 11th to May 31st, close at 8, no booze. If this gets extended and it's the same conditions, it'll still be one period. But if this changes to close at 9 and no booze, then it'll be a separate stimulus period.
All right. Yeah, that sounds about as convoluted as all the shit they've been doing in this country. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's open up a little bit. No, now it's closed back up. And now a little bit more again. No, back down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, things have been leveling out a little bit. Also, recently, we went out to eat for the first time in a while. Twice, in fact.
Where'd you go?
First, we went to a Burmese restaurant.
Ooh.
And we sat outside, outside the sidewalk there.
Now, hang on. The only thing I know that's Burmese is the python. So I just imagine you guys ate gigantic python hot dogs.
No, it's adjacent to like Thai food. So it's a lot of it's similar to Thai food.
Then I'm down for that.
Yeah. A lot of good noodle dishes and chicken and whatnot. But then that was sort of like a happenstance because we were like very hungry and we were out walking around the shopping mall and we were like, time to get something, anything. So we just kind of happened to go out and eat outside for the first time in a year. But then we purposefully went to a sushi restaurant and we expected to sit outside, but they had everybody inside.
Okay. All right. So you walk inside. Okay, go on.
Well, then we had a normal experience dining.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the only different thing is that they had a little placard on the tables that had a QR code for their online menu, and they had that instead of a paper menu. And I was like, oh wow, how futuristic.
That's inconvenient.
A little bit. However, the weird thing is that the plaque, it's a piece of paper in this little placard, but the paper was like extremely worn. And I was like, has this been here this long? I mean, it hasn't been this long, has it? So it was really weird. And I don't know how it would get so worn to begin with, if it's in a plastic placard that shouldn't be touched to begin with.
Well, it sounds like it was only recently put into the placard.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know what I mean? Like, it's worn because it was out of the placard for so long, and then they're like, oh no, it's going to disintegrate.
That's also possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes the dip. But, there weren't many concerns because we were already vaccinated and wore masks anyway for most of the time, so.
Pretty good.
I'm just saying, we're getting back to some semblance of society. Not that I really care, because it's not like I was going out to eat a lot as a single guy. But
the thing that we miss the most is, because of the state of emergency, every place closes at 8, so we can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We can't go out for dinner.
Yeah, that's really weird.
We've been eating we've been either cooking at home or eating a lot of kombini meals.
You eat around 8.
Well, I get off work I close at 8, so
okay.
The earliest I can get home is like 8:15, and she finishes between 7 and 8.
Oh,
so usually yeah,
so you have to. I see.
So we have to.
Crazy.
Although if we have the day off together, which happens a couple times a month, then we can go out and eat an early dinner, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, get a nice sushi.
Yep. I'm like a 6 or 7 p.m. dinner guy, but my wife, like clockwork, always gets hungry at 5 p.m. So that's when we start cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so. But then sometimes I might be staying up late doing a podcast or a live stream.
Yeah.
And then, I go to bed starting to get hungry.
I do that. I make sure to keep a midnight snack handy.
All right. Well, I guess I'll try that.
I'll usually, oh man, 7-Eleven has a delicious fish sandwich.
That's funny. I accidentally got fish patties from the Safeway deli, and I thought they were like breaded clumps of macaroni and cheese, which is another thing they sell.
Fuck? Yeah.
So okay, breaded fish patties, just little square things.
Those are good.
I think I misread a label or something when I saw it on the shelf because I got it thinking it was going to be like mac and cheese squares, but it did not turn out to be that. So now I have a bunch of fish patties I don't know really how to eat because I don't have any buns.
Look, I will take them. Well, yeah, you don't got buns anymore because you worked out too much.
Well, that's not true. I've been doing squats.
All right.
Ring Fit keeps me squatting.
Final Fantasy VII taught me what squats are.
And pull-ups.
And pull-ups.
And bathhouses.
And materia.
Yes. All the great things I learned from video games, including Magitech and...
Yeah. Love Magitech.
Of course you do.
Final Fantasy is it 6?
That's the one. My wife has a box. There's a box in the kitchen that says Zozo Town on it.
Oh no.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's a store. It's a chain. I think it's an apparel store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Named after the town Zozo in FF6?
Obviously. Big shopping district there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that name looking at the proxy shopping sites when I get stuff from Japan. So, yeah.
Fun. What kind of stuff do you get from Japan?
Game stuff. I was getting rare games.
Nintendo is doing something about it.
Okay. That's right. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of streaming lately.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Why don't we talk about it in segment 2?
2, got it. Okay, let's do that. After this break period, wherein you listen to some things, but that aren't us.
Here's a word from our sponsor.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. See you in a bit.
On Apocrypals, we talk about the parts of the Bible that a lot of people skip over.
Like the wizard battles,
the angel jacuzzis,
a goat full of sins,
500 drunk elephants,
and a man named Porky Party.
And yes, that's all really in there. All this and more on Apocrypals every other week on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I am Ray. That is Alex.
Hello, welcome back. We've got a lot to talk about.
You wanted to hear me talk about streaming.
I do.
Seems like
twitch.tv
/
R
D
B A dot.
No, you can stop. There's
Gov?
No. That's not how URLs
Slash?
work. No.
Koopa. Straps.
No, Jesus, don't.
Toad. Into.
Yeah. Please don't. Just stop. No.
Share.
Oh my God!
Dot.
Oh
H.
my God!
T. M.
I'm dying for a piece of good old New York pizza.
L. Ray, what have you been streaming lately? You've been streaming me?
No.
Squawk, squawk.
Yeah, so I started to push myself into doing some sort of more regular cadence of solo streaming, much like my friend Alex.
Hi.
Once I found out how much money he makes. No, not really, but...
well, I don't make that much every month. I just had a good month a couple months
but
ago.
I'd still like to push myself up into that affiliate tier so people can give me bits and things and subs.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And then you can have drops.
Pac-Man for NES. I'm jizzing in my pants right now.
I bet if you were to stream Pac-Man for NES, you would make a lot of money.
Seriously going to talk to my lawyer tomorrow. This is going to be all over for you.
Kim?
Our lawyer?
We have the same lawyer? Oh, no. Conflict of Pinterest? Cue theme song.
Oh, CBS Wednesday.
Oh, that sounds like a really fun show. We're best friends, and we run our business on Pinterest, and we have the same lawyer, and we're suing each other, but we don't know it's each other, and we're roommates, and the show is called Conflict of Pinterest.
From the mind of Chuck Lorre. So yeah, I'm doing streaming.
In the UK. Or in America, he's called Chuck.
No,
Truck
stop!
Lorre.
Don't. Just please. Just, oh God.
I couldn't decide if Chuck Truck or Truck Lorry is better.
I'm asking you to go to the kitchen, pull out a knife, and jam it into your fucking gut.
I'm going with Truck Lorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Have you ever heard of Nintendo?
I have. They made cards.
Yes.
Please continue.
So, yes. So starting to solo stream more. And I started it off as part of also me dropping a new rare Konami PC game release that I was that I did archive on archive.org.
Now, that was a Toki Memo.
It was the Windows port of the Tokimeki Memorial arcade game, which is a very truncated version of the original game. In that,
I was watching some of that stream that you did, and it seems very bizarre to me that you could turn a dating sim into an arcade game.
Yeah, well, they did it by adding a heartbeat sensor to the arcade cabinet, which looked like a mouse, and so they just turned it into basic mouse control in the port for a PC.
Fun.
But that is the only home port of the game, and it is rare. I guess they did not print a lot, or maybe just people aren't up for selling it a lot, and so it became also very expensive. So I was just waiting around with my retro gaming money, waiting for that to show up again, and I finally got a copy. And then I was scanning it and ripping it, and we uploaded it, and then I streamed it.
Pretty good.
And then after that, I was thinking, well, maybe I should just do like a Tuesday, Thursday thing. Tuesday, Thursday nights seemed good enough for me, and as far as my life goes, for streaming. So I was streaming some other stuff. I was playing Polaroid Pete on PS2.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Gekisha Boy 2 in Japan. But Polaroid Pete was an unreleased localization that was apparently only going to be in Europe, but it got leaked a couple years ago. So I played that as well for a couple streams.
You love photography.
Yeah. Well, I love photography games, that's for sure.
Right.
Like that, Pokemon Snap, Africa, that's a good photography game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Africa.
Mm-hmm. You and a lot of the rest of the world.
Oh,
and then
that was on PS3?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I did another sort of bad technical bungle stream just the other night when I was playing this weird sort of artistic multimedia CD-ROM from this guy who I guess got famous as an artist by like taking pictures of models but then putting them into like really basic digital compositions like Photoshop 1.0 kind of stuff.
Oh wow!
Like weird costume people, but also like weird digital effects around them, and it was just all tacky as all hell.
Fun.
It's the kind of shit I think I said like the Kano sisters would have in their house.
Wait, are those the sisters that wrote Happy Birthday?
No, those are the Japanese celebutantes.
I'm thinking of Patty and Mildred Hill.
No.
Tell me about these debutante sisters.
Basically, they're like two middle-aged ladies who always dress really gaudily, and they have like plastic bodies, and they go on the variety show circuit. But they're basically famous for being famous.
Oh no!
And they peddle shit to like it's just obasans, and they like breast growth cream and saying how cool it is to have threesomes and stuff like that. And
okay.
Anime fans may recognize them from the series Abunai Sisters, which is one of the worst Japanese animated productions of all time.
Oh, no. And that's saying a lot.
It really is. Because that in particular was just like encapsulating everything they do, which is just like vanity projects all the time. And there's the older sister and then the slightly younger sister, and the older one's kind of turning into the cat lady, the plastic face cat lady sort of type. And anyway, I went way off track thanks to you, but that kind of artwork was just like, that's probably the kind of shit they would have in their house, or like anybody else who is just like dresses a lot in leopard print.
Okay.
If you know a leopard print person, they would probably like this kind of art.
I do. I know several leopard
But then we
people.
went at his website. He's still around. This artist guy's still kicking around, and he's doing much more normal stuff. I like his stuff now. It's like cool photography things. But the old stuff he was doing in the 80s and 90s was just weird, tacky ass digital shit. But it made for a fun CD-ROM because they decided to put him front and center in his own CD-ROM. So there you go.
Good. Compact disc, read-only memory.
Exactly. So that was my
Get him on
most recent stream by myself.
Leo!
How about you?
Leo!
I'm still streaming retro RPG. I want to apologize because I for 2 consecutive episodes I've gone off and ranted about the same thing, the retro achievements guy, because I completely forgot I did that
The guy.
like 2 episodes ago, and then I did it immediately again last episode. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting the retro achievements on hold for a little bit. Like I said, I did Mega Man 4 last night. That was really fun,
really short,
and yes. I was drawn to JRPGs initially because it's my favorite genre, and
you can play those multiple times, and you don't get bored or anything.
That's right.
You're a freak.
I'm a freak. I'm a super freak. How do
you live your life?
With hit points. I decided to try a platformer last night, so I did Rockman 4. Loved it a lot. I think I'm going to put some of those into the rotation from now on. Although I'm 5 people away from 900 followers, which means we're going to start playing Phantasy Star 3, a game I have never finished, but have started many times.
Oh boy. Hey, if I get up to 900 followers, I'll finish a better game. That's my challenge to you, folks.
Name one game better than Phantasy Star 3.
Oh, well, let's see. Panic Restaurant.
Lucky guess.
God damn it!
Got you again.
You got me. Streaming is great. Streaming is fun. Streaming is best when it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
I have... Oh, yeah. I'm going to start streaming Final Fantasy Mystic Quest when I hit 1,009 viewers, also known in Japan as Final Fantasy United States of America.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that game. It's a good game. Folks seem to like it.
People are amenable to the Mystic Quest.
They do.
What?
Wait, what? No, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. My coffee's still kicking in
It
here.
sure is. Yeah, I can agree. It's fun to do, but goddamn, I really had to iron out a whole lot of wrinkles in, not just on my streams, but of course, we've been having the No More Whopper streams, and I found multiple ways to fuck it up, and
yeah,
through that, I ended up buying 2 computers just to have it all settled down. So,
and I didn't even get one.
Yeah, well, here's what happened. I originally bought a cheap laptop, the cheapest one I could get, but it had an Intel Core chip, and I was like, well, it has hardware decoding, so that's good enough for streaming. No, it's not, Ray. Not at all, because the computer also has to have RAM, and
oh, right.
OBS likes to have some RAM, and so does the Elgato capture boxes. It likes to also have some CPU power to go with that RAM. Things that laptop was not.
Yeah, I want some cheese to go with that
Not
wine.
able to provide much of that. So when we were playing Quiplash last time, we had a lot of terrible catastrophes because OBS kept crashing. It was running out of memory and shit. And so the stream had to be restarted multiple times, and I felt like a real maroon. Not just
a real wiener.
Not just because of the failures, but also because of the computer. Because by that time, we had done a few episodes and a couple of streams on that computer, but then everything started come crashing down. So I felt bad about that because the computer had just exited its return window.
Oh,
so now I'm forced to sell it on eBay to get the money back, and not all of the money, obviously. But I just feel bad about that because now I have to do that, and then I will put the money back in our No More Woe coffers. Good. In the interim, I bought a actual gaming PC because, hey, it turns out when you stream games on Twitch, you might want to have a beefy computer for gaming, even though you might not be actually playing games on it. It'd be good to have a gaming laptop. So I got one of those. It is much more powerful. It worked out a little bit better. And I've been doing a couple streams on that, including our most recent one. And yeah, it does get hot and heavy, the fans, that is.
Wait, what? Oh. Okay.
But for the most part,
you're not engaging in heavy petting with this machine,
are
you?
I am not, no. It's a nice computer, but no, it's all right. I found this is the Dell G15 SE. So this is also a cheap laptop, but it was the cheapest gaming laptop they had. But it is still quite capable for everything we need to do. I found out there was like a subreddit dedicated to this laptop with people like tweaking it and stuff. And some guy was making guides of like which drivers to get specifically to maximize performance out of it. It was mostly him bitching about Dell's latest updates to like the BIOS and the drivers and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should pay attention to this, until I realized, wait, I'm not really using this for heavy gaming. I'm just running streams. Yeah. Why do I give a shit about anything this guy would say? So I just went ahead. I just went ahead and updated everything, and I feel just fine.
Here comes the dip.
I think I was just looking for some sort of validation of my purchase. I think that's just a natural thing we all do. But nevertheless, the computer's great. It's working out fine. Despite some other little bugs that we had to iron out with the last stream, I think things will go much smoother from here on out. And I will knock on wood right now. Yes.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, but I'm sorry also for wasting our money on the old crappy computer.
Yeah, well...
Hey, if anybody
you live and you learn,
in the interim would like a Dell Inspiron 14, it's actually pretty good for doing basic computer things. It's kind of zippy when you're not trying to run a stream.
Ooh, like a hot mustard.
Get in touch with me.
Yeah, you too can own a piece of NoMoWo history.
Yes. I did put a NoMoWo sticker on it that I had to take off afterward, and to make it of saleable quality.
I've already seen some pictures of folks who ordered NoMoWo shirts and got some stickers. They seem very pleased.
Really? I haven't seen them. Are they tagging you? What's going on?
Maybe, I guess.
I've seen our Twitter account, but I haven't seen what where's my? I want to see Alex. Oh.
Hi. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention. This jogged my memory when you were talking about streaming and the capture card, but I was speedrunning Suikoden for a while. I don't think I mentioned this on the last episode at all.
I think you did, but you mentioned something about Suikoden.
I somehow got it into my head that I wanted to speedrun the classic PlayStation 1 role-playing video game Suikoden, and I did. Right. And I wanted to beat it in under 5 hours, and I did. Again, I have no idea why I was driven to do this.
Well, as established, you're a freak.
I am a freak. Yeah. I think my final time was like 4 minutes and 4 hours and 54 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So I could submit that to speedrun.com, and I could have the 6th fastest speedrun in the world, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something I want to keep pursuing. It was fun though. It was real fun to learn.
Okay, cool.
It's a simple enough game that it's a fun run.
Oh, I see.
Race me, cowards.
May I suggest the Windows 95 version, which I have also archived? Remember I did that last year?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that because I don't think anybody runs that one.
Got some Twitter clout that way. Yeah.
Like the thing that is discouraging me from pursuing this further is that the run is so optimized for RNG manipulation that I don't want to have to learn that shit.
Oh, yeah, I think you've had your fill of that for one lifetime.
Like I'm more interested in the execution of the run and not so much stand on this space and wait for this NPC to walk left 5 times and then exit on the 5th frame. And like I don't want to have to do that. I want to play the game.
You already went through that whole thing trying to get that invisible bow or whatever in FF12.
I did that. That was easy. That was way easier.
Yeah, but I mean, it still took some time.
Not that much time.
All right, could you do it for me?
That's yes.
Let me give you my Switch.
There's YouTube videos. That's easy RNG because I don't know how this all works, but the windows that you have to do these things is much bigger.
Okay, all right.
And it's literally start a new game. No, load up the game that you want the bow on.
I didn't mean for you to start explaining it. I was just making.
I'm gonna because I find this shit fascinating. Do a quick save. Reset the game. Start a new game. Cast cure until you get 3 specific values. Reset again. Reload the previous save. Go on an airship. Wait for an NPC to walk up the stairs 5 times, and then go to a corner and open an invisible chest, and you'll get this really strong bow. And I did that 6 times for the whole party, and I didn't regret it.
Okay.
That's also the same method for farming dark matter, which I kind of had to do to beat floor 100 on that bonus tower.
That's the thing I love about you and your gaming, whether it's streaming or whatever. No regrets.
What? No regrets. Yeah. Some regrets.
Mostly no regrets.
Some regrets. Those are Final Fantasy VII and Xenogears.
Right. Okay. Few regrets.
Yeah. Few regrets. That's the same method for farming dark matter, which you need for that the 5 judge fight in the 100th floor tower, because one of those judges can just spam elixirs whenever the fuck he wants.
That judge's name? Hormel.
Hormel! Usually he makes such delicious food.
Yeah. You said spam. That's what I got it from.
Oh, right.
That's the
People
joke.
don't know this, but Hormel is a portmanteau of...
Hit us with it.
I was really hoping that if I just gave my brain a running start, I would come up with something by the end of that sentence, and it just didn't happen.
Not enough coffee.
Oh, hang on, I got some here. Oh yeah, sorry, horse and caramel. There we go. See that boss is in the worst possible spot. The top
Leo.
All right. Video game talk. We've got it.
Hey, streaming though.
What?
I need to get to affiliate. We could probably stand to get No More Whoppers to affiliate.
That would be nice.
But we need to do that more often.
Yes.
It's so hard to coordinate, though.
It is.
I was half kidding, but yeah, okay.
Oh. You were.
We got ideas.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot that we have to deal with.
Yeah.
It is a pain in the ass. And every time we think we have it figured out, there's a new wrinkle.
Yep, and it's usually my fault.
How could this happen to me?
I'm hoping all the things that are my fault are now minimized, and now we move on to things that are your fault and ruin the stream. So
hey, what could possibly be my fault?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Raymond, name one thing that I've done wrong.
I can name a couple.
Name one.
Mashing the soundboard.
Name 2.
Mashing the soundboard again.
Fuck. All right. Yeah, you got me. You got me. You read me like a big dumb book.
Yeah, that's right.
Should be pretty fun, right, Alan? Oh, God!
That might be my favorite drop of all time. It's so strong.
That was one of my best, yeah. Might not top that.
No. Yes! I also want that, if I ever do own another car, I want that to be the sound my horn makes.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Sandwiches!
That'll be mine.
Oh, that's a good one, too. So I've gotten very into there's a new installment in famous survival horror franchise, The Biohazard.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
It's called Resident Evil 8 Village.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The new version of a game called
Resident Evil.
That's the one. It's called Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil Eightage.
Eightage, yeah.
Eightage, going by the logo. I had so much fun with this, and I was not expecting to have fun.
Me neither. I never expect you to have fun with a new game.
I never have fun. This game was not even on my radar because I did not take to 7 very well. I really liked the tonal shift and the visuals of 7 a lot. I just didn't like the gameplay very much.
Okay. Well, what's the gist of that? What'd you not like about 7?
I think it was a combination of the limited inventory system and just the sort of blandness of the enemies that kind of put me off. Like, I like everything else. I like the characters. I like the environment. I like the creepy house. I like the creepy family. The story stuff was fine. It's just the rest of it didn't really come together for me. Resident Evil 8 makes up for that and then some.
Wow. Okay.
It is
well,
so
that's
much
what
fun.
I've been hearing. People were really digging it.
It's yeah. I'm sure other people have said this as well. It feels a lot like Resident Evil 4-2, which is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, sure.
And didn't realize I wanted. Yeah, it goes back to a lot of the goofiness of Resident Evil.
Oh, sure.
Because 7 was supposed to be this sort of series reset, like, all right, new characters, new setting.
Yeah, and it was like written by the guy who did Spec Ops: The Line.
Yeah.
Very.
And it was fine in that regard. It was, it was kind of a breath of fresh air for the series, especially after 6.
Right.
You like 6? 6 is good. Nobody likes 6. And I did not quite take to 7, but 8 gets more goofy. 8 brings back some of the goofy Resident Evil shit that I really like. And I don't know how. I mean, this is sort of a tangent, but it's 8 is less gory than 7, which is also something I like. I do not like gore in almost any capacity.
And yet, you've been a fan of Resident Evil for so long. It's going to have some. It's going to have some gore. Zombies.
Right, it's cartoon polygon
don't try,
blood. It's not
don't
actual
try
gore.
And turn me into the idiot.
You're the idiot.
It's a game with a lot of bloody and violence things.
I said gore, not blood. We have to distinguish between the two. Blood is fine. I'm talking about like fucking innards. I'm talking about like cutting a guy's head in half, like in Resident Evil 7.
I'm asking you to go to the kitchen, pull out a knife, and jam it into your fucking gut.
I think that's the shit I don't want to see. I don't want to see your insides. I'm fine with blood. What?
It did happen in 7.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm fucking saying, right?
No. Yes. I did not say that seriously. Please don't yell at me like that.
You know what else happened in 7?
Don Caccino.
Oh, I didn't take the effect off.
Robo Chino.
Oh, no.
Don Caccino.
Oh, no. Don Caccino 2.0. How did that happen?
Don Caccino.
There we go. Back to normal. Holy shit. Yeah, so Resident Evil, and I think that's why, we saw that the cute Resident Evil 8 puppet show YouTube video that Capcom made. That kind of references that as well. That kind of makes reference to the fact that, hey, this one's not as gory as 7. So if that put you off, you will probably enjoy this, and I did.
Okay. Yeah, it does have a more of an adventure feel. I've seen a lot of people play in it, and
yes,
yeah, I understand that it is much more of a quest, I would say, than 7 was.
Yes. And yeah, in that regard, and my buddy Tom pointed this out, the replay value is not great, but it is one of the better games on first playthrough. Like it's an excellent game the first time through. It has a lot of cool surprises and a lot of cool twists and turns. And then after that, if you're playing it, like I played through it 4 times to unlock stuff. It kind of becomes a chore after a while. But like any game that you play multiple times. But
no regrets.
That first time through, no regrets. Some regrets again. But that first playthrough it's a great experience. And this is coming from a guy who I've been on the record as saying, I hate FPS. I don't like FPS. I don't play FPS. This is probably the best game I've played on the PS4.
Holy hell.
Yeah, I had, and that's also very. That could just be very subjective because
played FF14.
I consider that a PC game. I was in a place gaming wise where like I wanted to play something new and I needed something new, and this came along at exactly the right time and kind of rang all the Resident Evil 4 bells in my brain that I needed rung.
Yeah,
and it just ended up having a blast with it.
Wow.
If you like Resident Evil 4 and or 7, you'll enjoy 8.
All right.
It's now I meant to go through it. I was trying to go through it on the hardest difficulty, Village of Shadows, and I got to the next to last boss and kind of hit a snag because the way that I go. So the thing that I like about modern Resident Evil, I think this has been the case since the remake of 2. Maybe even 7. I don't know. I didn't finish 7. But when you finish a game, regardless of difficulty, you can do a New Game Plus on any other difficulty.
Okay. I got to ask,
and
though,
that means
before you go any farther.
What?
I never really saw you as a person who plays games on hard. I don't know how accurate that even is, but like when you talk about playing it on the hardest difficulty, I'm like, wow, really? You? Even?
Well, yes. Well, let me explain that. I'm not a difficulty guy. I don't like difficulty for the sake of difficulty. Like I don't do Soulsborne, where the whole premise of the game is just die 100 times until you memorize this boss pattern, because I don't find that fun.
Okay. So no memorizing patterns, but
yeah. Well, if I really like a game, I will slowly inch up the difficulty until I can't stand no more.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I mean, that is the ideal scenario, right? Like that's the ideal reason we all are playing video games, man.
The way that I did it with Resident Evil 3 is the way that I like to do it with these games, which is my very first playthrough is on casual difficulty. It's on the easiest. Okay. And that's so that I can go through, get the story, get a feel for the game. Then I'll do a New Game Plus on standard difficulty. Then I'll do a New Game Plus on hardcore difficulty. And in this case, they've added Village of Shadows. So now I did a New Game Plus on Village of Shadows difficulty and got to the next to last boss, who I just don't have the patience. I've reached my limit with the game because I don't care to grind out this boss, because this is bordering on FromSoft difficulty, which is the boss has so much health and you can only take 3 hits before you die, and there's nothing you can do about that. There's no way to heal. There's nothing. You just have to memorize the fight. You just have to know exactly what to do at all times, which I don't. That's not an aspect of video games that I find fun to learn or do. No. Which is rote memorization of. I mean, well, I did just speedrun Suikoden, I guess, so I'm full of shit.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of selective parts.
I'm talking about 3D action space. Like, put all of this in a 3D space, and that's when I start to like zone out completely.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, the issue with this boss is because I was playing through on New Game Plus, I'd unlocked the Infinite Magnum, which is a lot of fun because basically everything dies in one hit. Bosses just take a handful of hits, and even on the hardest difficulty, it's still dangerous because you can only take like 2 or 3 hits before you're dead.
Uh-huh.
So you just got to be quick and not get hit and shoot everything. And then you get to the second to last boss where, and I'm not going to spoil it, you are not fighting him with your conventional weapons. You're using a plot weapon.
Okay, yeah.
And because of this plot weapon, you also do not have access to your healing items.
Oh.
But the boss now has triple the health that he had in hardcore mode.
Neat.
So you're in a slow thing. You cannot maneuver very well. You've got shitty firepower. You can't heal. The boss has ridiculously inflated health, and I gave it a few tries, and I was like, okay, I think we've exhausted this. I've reached a limit where I'm willing to grind this out because I'm not really enjoying it anymore. But again, that's on me. That's because I insisted on playing this difficulty. The game itself is stealth.
This game itself is stealth-fidelfable.
The game itself, it was made in Philadelphia, where Capcom is based.
Uh-huh.
The game itself is still great, and I recommend playing it. if you can't justify dropping full price,
no,
on a new game, which I think my first playthrough took me 12 to 14 hours. I don't remember. And that was, going casually, exploring everything, enjoying the story. Wait for a price drop or something. But Resident Evil 8 gets my seal of approval.
Nintendo is doing something about it.
That's the wrong. Plot flags. There we go. And that's the right one. All right.
I like to play Genesis.
I'm sorry, sir. It was on the PlayStation 4 that I played. You can also play it on the PlayStation 5 and personal computer. It actually looked really good on the PS4. There were a handful of moments where it looked a little bit janky, but very few.
All right.
There's one moment where everyone's favorite thick mommy, Lady Dimitrescu, is looking. What is that voice?
Just a voice of disgust. Go ahead.
Why? She's great, though.
I don't agree, but all right.
What do you mean you don't agree? Hang on, we have to unpack this. Tell me about your extensive experience with this character and why you hate this character.
Well, it doesn't go that far, I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
I just don't find her attractive like half of the world does. That's all.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me like you're more frustrated with the rest of the world and not the game.
No, just you.
What? Why?
Yeah, you're bullshit every day.
What is my bullshit every day?
Resident Evil.
What?
I'm just doing a bit.
Well, it's not working.
Clearly not. Because you wanted to unpack something that I didn't really have much to talk about.
Then why pipe up with negativity if you're just going to back away instantly?
Because I'm doing fun reactions on our fun show for fun people.
What show is that? Yeah, we're having a lot of fucking fun. I think it is fun that our fun, friendly podcast is every time and at all times recorded under extreme duress. Every episode. In the end, isn't that what's important?
Hey, I'm okay. You're the one who has to get up in the morning to do it. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. You can't hit me with this in the morning.
I can do this all day.
It's 1:42 p.m. That's true.
I just got up.
We record more podcasts before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
Hey, that'd be a good experiment.
On the Greenlit Podcast Network. What do you mean?
Let's do more 5 a.m. podcasts.
Okay. No.
All right, never mind.
They're just going to sound like Alex's Dream Corner for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Especially on my end. Holy shit.
June 23rd. Welcome to episode 215 of No More Whoppers.
It's a book!
I'm in an airport with Danny Aiello, and I'm late for a flight.
Improving them really takes the mystique out of it.
But then I see Ray, and he's eating a big old salami sandwich, and I said, I hope you got one for me. And then Ray starts singing the REM album Document, because I forgot that I fell asleep with that playing.
What have I done?
And then he gives me some of the sandwich. And then we were elected mayor of San Diego, so we have to go to the induction ceremony where Edison kills an elephant in front of the whole crowd. And Dr. Manhattan was there, but he was played by Paul Giamatti. Anyway, that's my dream. All right.
Alex is here. Alex, give me your last name. Pronounce it for me.
It's Farnsworth. All right. Anyway, Resident Evil 8, play it. It's pretty good. Have some fun for once in your goddamn life.
No.
I'm waiting for the DLC to come out. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll snatch that up day one.
All right, get that Dilk.
I had a fun time. Dilk! Dad, I'd like to kill.
I did start playing a bit of 7 because I had that, and the stories are connected.
Yes, they are.
So I started that up. I don't know how much further I can go. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, I think it's very atmospheric and it's very well made, but it's also just kind of boring to me. I don't know. Maybe I am a small child in that regard, where Resident Evil 8 was very early and very often just filled with action stuff, but not to the point where it felt like an action game like 6. It still kind of felt like a survival horror game to an extent.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't like being scared by the tree guys.
The Ents?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, the molded?
Yeah.
They're just that's the other thing is there's not a lot of there's like all the molded, all the enemies look kind of the same. It's just the same guy. Oh, now this one's got a different arm. Now this one's got a different head.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 8 has, it still could use more variety in the enemies, but this time around you got Wolfmen, you got Nosferatus, you got Flyboys.
More like Yesferatu.
You got blood-starved beasts. You got
they need that blood.
They do. They love it. They crave it.
Mm-hmm.
It helps them grow.
You got Wes Craven.
You got Wes Craven. You got Albert Wes Craven.
Halloween 2, Child's Play 2, and Fright Night 2. Just 2 days before Halloween.
Spooky Dokie.
I think that's the first time you ever played the second half of that drop.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried. It'll be a night to remember.
We've only ever heard that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there's a first time for
Spooky Sunday.
Here's the Gabagool. Go play Resident Evil 8. It's fun. Raymond, have you been playing a video game?
God, I've been trying and really have not been able to. I did buy... I've been getting games for sure. I got new Pokemon Snap. I got those new Famicom Detective Club games. And
you even watched the film He Got Game?
Yeah. And barely scratched the surface of them. I feel really stupid. But that is that. Too many games, man. I think, yeah. I don't want to... It's not that I don't like video games. I don't want to like so many video games.
I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons I'm so satisfied with Resident Evil 8 is because I've gotten so much out of it. I will typically buy a game at full price and I'll play 2 hours of it and then I'll lose interest.
And a good reason to not buy a PS5.
Yeah. What's that?
You're still hoping that if FF7 Remake Part 2 is on PS4, but we'll see.
I'm not hoping that. It's just
okay.
I'm not planning to play it, but I'm planning, I need to buy it for the bar, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But I'm not going to buy a PS5 just to buy a game for the bar.
Well, maybe by then they'll have the PS5 Slim, which is only 9 feet tall instead of 12.
Even then, though, I'm paying $500 instead of $600 or whatever?
Well, I think it is 500, now. So let's say 400.
Well, I'm not paying $400 for the privilege of buying FF7 Remake Part 2.
Okay, how about
what?
$399.99.
Oh, you're getting warmer.
All right. $399.98.
I'm sold.
Everyday low prices.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain at Walmart.
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Rolling it back.
Yes, everyone. That's why people are excited about Guilty Gear Strive, is because it has Walmart rollback netcode.
Yep.
Right? We know this to be true. Check it out. All your favorites are here. You got Solar Badman. Venom, he plays pool?
Yeah.
Anji. Right? Wait, I got his theme music queued up. Yes. I'm not a big Guilty Gear guy, but a lot of my friends are.
Yeah. Seems like that new one's the hot thing.
Right? I don't know. I've heard some criticisms.
Okay. But mostly good things.
I couldn't tell you one.
All right.
Yeah.
The wake up time on the one character is really subpar.
Oh, speaking of wake up time, need some coffee.
They need to tighten up those frames.
Tighten up the graphics on level 3.
Oh, I think the graphics are fine in Guilty Gear. They've figured them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have some very important conversation to get to. Why don't we take a quick break?
All right.
And come back into segment 3 with a circus of values.
All right.
Again,
roll back.
I'm coming home. 태워야겠대. 원하이거에 너 수록하오에. 니시노가 나타니와 I know 시라베 못하사
Hey, Lassie, what are you doing here? Timmy's in a well. Sequelcast 2 and Friends is a podcast looking at movies in a franchise, one film at a time, like Harry Potter, Hellraiser, and The Hobbit. And sometimes the hosts talk about video games and TV as well. And now it's part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Oh, Lassie, we don't need to rescue Timmy. He likes the well enough, I guess. Darth Vader is Luke's father. Lassie, I told you to lay off the spoilers.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I am right. That is Alex.
Hi. I was going to sing the fanfare.
That's my Howard Cosell voice.
It's pretty good. It's pretty I can't even say it's pretty good.
Fanfare for what, Alex?
Okay.
Done?
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy.
Yes, of course. That is what we're talking about next. There was a big anniversary event stream thing with some announcements for
the new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
That's the one!
And what they announced was
the new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
Plus
the new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
And
the new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
Not limited to
the new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
And of course
the new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
And more. Including
the new
I'm just kidding.
No, see, now I want you to play it.
The new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
That's the one! Yeah, a lot of announcements. The majority of them for spin-off stuff that I really don't give a hoot about, but...
Oh, I don't know about that. I think half of them are for spin-off stuff you couldn't give a hoot about. But the other half is pretty good.
Well, there's only 3 that I'm really interested in.
Well, we'll talk about it
on the next episode of No More... Oh.
No, right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a better idea.
Well, we talked about it last night, too, because we watched the 35th anniversary special live on Twitch.
This. That's right.
Some of you may have seen us do it. And I probably should have, again, another technical gaffe was that I probably should have plugged my Ethernet cord directly into the computer instead of my stupid cheap Switch. Not Nintendo Switch, but network Switch. Which might have hampered the... frames on the bandwidth is a thing you would say. But anyway, yes, we watched the whole stream. It was a pretty good time, generally.
Yeah.
They promised some things and they delivered some things in the sense of announcing new games. So what was first? Well, there was a pre-show in Japanese only with some bullshit updates about mostly the mobile games.
Yeah.
That's some of the bullshit we don't care about.
Yes.
But after that, they started the real show with Yuji Horii and the presenter man. And they announced a real new game, which was Dragon Quest Keshi Keshi.
Yeah.
Or let's just call it Dragon Quest Erasers, because that's pretty much what it was.
Erasers, yes. I was trying to come up with a better name for the onomatopoeia Keshi Keshi, and all I can come up with is Dragon Quest :
Yeah.
So that's the new name of it.
That is what it would be. Well, we came up with Dragon Quest Blocko previously.
Blocko!
How about Eraso?
I don't remember who said H&R Blocko on stream last night, but pretty good.
How about Dragon Quest Rubbo?
Rubbo? I guess. I mean, they're all fun to say.
Dragon Quest Rubbin' Racing, remember that?
No. What?
There was a NASCAR game called Rubbin' Racing.
Oh, I thought there was a game called Dragon Quest Rubbin' Racing.
No, but we were talking on the stream how I wanted a Dragon Quest kart game.
Oh, that's right.
Why don't they do that?
Why not?
Right? Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't really know what that game is, except that it has a bunch of cute eraser forms of Dragon Quest characters that I guess you collect.
I just assumed it was like Tsum Tsum or Puzzle and Dragons.
Oh, that's right. It was a puzzle
Quest.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was just... It's hard to remember what all was going on, but yeah,
sometimes
it was a puzzle
it's hard
game.
to give a shit.
Yes. Anyway, Keshi. Yeah, it's a Tsum Tsum type of game. You're right.
Yeah, Takeshi Keshi's Castle.
All right, I'm going to go a little bit out of order, I believe, because the next game...
Oh, no.
Hold on. The next game I want to mention was one they had announced previously. It was they said they were making a game with young Eric and his sister from Dragon Quest XI.
Yes. Yeah, Eric and Maya.
And that game was revealed to be Dragon Quest Treasures, whereas the logo might make you read it. Dragon Quest Treasures, because they made it look like one word.
I read it as Le Regers.
Okay. And this is some game where you collect treasures. Yes, indeed.
And I think we were saying it doesn't look like a Fushigi no Dungeon.
No, even though you do play kid versions of these characters like you would in Young Yangus.
Like Young Yangus, yeah.
They didn't really let on that it was like a dungeon game. It just seemed maybe like a action RPG that involves treasure collecting. We don't know yet. We'd love to be proven wrong. Well, I would. I'd like the mystery dungeons.
Do you?
Yeah, sure.
You should come to the bar, play some Young Yangus.
Yeah, well, I got my own copy. Thanks.
Oh, well, play it at home.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'm a gamer.
I'll play Nightmare of Draga instead.
Why?
I like it better.
Oh.
I'm proud of you, Ray.
Oh, my Lord in heaven. Okay. Next game. Well, first of all, they announced like a new expansion for Dragon Quest X.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the online one, Alex.
Yes.
You may not be familiar with that. I know, but
I didn't realize there was an online Dragon Quest. Oh my God!
Hey, well, you know what, Alex?
What?
Now there's an offline Dragon Quest.
What?
That's right.
The new version of a game called Dragon Quest?
Dragon Quest X specifically.
I do love the fact that it is called Dragon Quest X offline.
Yes, and as I said multiple times on our stream, this is exactly what everybody wanted FF11 to do, was to make some sort of single-player version.
Oh, I wish.
But that didn't happen. But hey, where Final Fantasy fails, Dragon Quest will pick up the slack, I guess. And so they are making
that's right.
a sort of chibified version of, I guess, the first Dragon Quest X storyline. As an RPG, a real offline type of thing.
And good, because the DQ10, when I was doing 10 and 10, I only played up through 1.0, but DQ10 has... Thank you. DQ10 had a very, very good story that I considered up to the standard of the other Dragon Quests.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
I've heard only good things about 10.
And I'd like people to play this offline version.
Now, hold on. Just slight topic change. About FF11.
Yes.
I read a thing recently. I just want your confirmation as an FF11 expert. I feel like some people are bullshitting when they say that FF11 now is so easy to solo that it doesn't even matter if you play it with anybody else at all. What do you have to say to that?
I hope that it's true.
Okay.
Because let me tell you this. I logged into Play Online last night.
Uh-huh.
I re-downloaded FF11 and installed it. Found out that... Even though Play Online itself is like 20 years old and still a pile of shit, and the game is tied to it inextricably.
Correct.
All of my what am I trying to say? My licenses, my content licenses are still tied to my Square Enix account. So I was just surprised it was easy for me to log into my Square Enix account where I usually do my FF14 stuff and see my FF11 stuff there as well. Like, you have all of this content registered. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You remember that. I'm just so used to Square Enix's online shit being a hunk of shit that when it does things right, I am pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So I noticed last night it mentioned, you have all the all this content registered. And I'm like, I wonder how easy it is to just download FF11. So I just Googled how to download Final Fantasy 11 and found a Square Enix page that's like, here it is. Here it is, boyo.
Yeah, I think I downloaded it too because, go ahead, finish.
The next hurdle is trying to figure out a way to pay. I'm going to dive back into 11. I don't want to have to deal with Krista if I can help it. Mm-hmm. I would like to just use my... Guys, I have a credit card. I have a debit card. Like, can we make this work? What's the fucking holdup?
Oh, boy. Great callbacks to classic No More Whoppers.
Yes, I haven't tried this in years. It's been 5 or 6 years since I've played FF11. But, hey, shouldn't this geolocking bullshit be done and over with by now? Because I have money that I really want to give you so I can play in your fun virtual world. Just why are you making this hard?
Yeah,
anyway,
I guess start exploring VPNs again. Maybe that'll be smoother.
Done yelling at Square Enix.
But I brought it up because, I was still threatening to maybe set up a private server.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah. If not for us, then at least for myself, for something to fuck around in solo. So I don't know.
What about for Nomowo fans?
Yeah, we joked about that too. We could do it.
Well, let's make the leap from joke to reality.
Well, Alex, there are costs associated with that.
What? Name one.
Setting up a server in the cloud and having to pay for the data charges.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't just... I'm not going to just set it up on a box and have everyone connect to my house just to play FF11.
Yeah, you're right.
That's asinine. Emphasis on ass.
How? I already regret that.
Jesus Christ.
What happened to my hole?
What happened to my butt? How much do you think it would cost to maintain an FF11 server?
Well, I suppose if it's just, for example, just you and me in it, probably not a whole lot.
What if it's the Nomowo crew?
Consisting of who?
Nomowo Nation.
Certainly less than 100 people. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say less than 10 people. We're talking about the cross section of people who like this show and want to play FF11.
I do not know realistically, because also you got to realize this whole private server thing is still a bit, black market, deep web, you might say.
Whoa.
And I think there was some drama between the people setting up private servers, and there was factions involved, and now I think it's a bit fucked up on how to actually get one set up efficiently or figure out how to. Yeah. This is all surface level research on my part. I don't really know exactly, but it's out there somehow.
Okay.
Anyway, back to Dragon Quest.
Back to the DQ.
So DQ10s... They got one online, they got one offline. Good for them.
Yes.
They specifically said Dragon Quest X Online will not still be coming overseas. There was a little disclaimer.
That was cute. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but you know what I mean.
No, it's very
when they
silly.
were doing... Sorry, when they were doing DQ10 talk and it was being interpreted, they had a little note on the screen that says, there are no plans. DQ10 has no plans for a worldwide release.
Stop asking us.
Stop asking. But then, when they were talking about DQ10 offline, that notice was conspicuously absent.
However, they still didn't say one way or another. So
that's true.
There was... but now people are still freaking out. Yeah, right. But they didn't say yes, and that's what people glom onto.
Yeah.
All right. Well... The next thing they announced was specifically mentioned to be coming out worldwide, and that is the very surprising HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest III. Have you played this one before? 3?
Yes. I thought you were going to call me Kev again. Yes, I love DQ3. It's my favorite DQ. It's why I have the DQ tattoo. It's been remade once before on the Super Famicom. This seems to be a remake of that remake, and I am on board.
Pretty much, although they did present it as like the third generation remake pretty clearly.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course, there was the Game Boy Color one, which is clearly based on the Super Famicom one. So same with the mobile version, the current mobile and Switch versions.
Right,
so.
yeah. All of those are based on the Super Famicom remake.
Yeah, so in terms of like, generational leap, this one is different. And it's made by the Octopath Traveler people, of course, because it's the same style and engine techniques they're using there. It seemed like they, what'd they say? Like development just started or something like that, right? And those types of games are not easy to make by any means. You gotta really have good pixel art skills, but also like lighting and all the other the 3D HD.
There's a lot of cool effects in place. I think that's why Octopath drains my Switch battery super fast, because there's so many effects happening.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I believe so. So that was announced and everybody was hyped for that. We were like, holy shit. And then a bunch of stupid people on message boards and Twitter were like, oh my God, now they immediately need to remake Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger. And some extra other stupid comments I saw, like, oh, I think they should just, I think maybe they're just testing it out with a game that's not as popular, and then they're gonna do Final Fantasy VI, and you can tell who's an American when they say something like that.
Yeah,
Dragon Quest, that's not popular. Who would want to play that?
Yeah, Dragon Quest 3 and FF6 are probably my two favorite JRPGs, but it's kind of no contest in Japan. DQ3 is more popular than FF6.
Yeah. Dragon Quest 3 was pretty much, well, for one thing, like the first game people lined up for, pretty much, at least in terms of like media coverage,
Yeah.
So it has that going for it. It's kind of a known quantity, folks.
Yeah.
I think Square/Enix knows what they're doing.
Square/Enix.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks fun. It's DQ3.
Pretty much. DQ3 with some moody lighting.
Yeah. Man, speaking of nerds not understanding things, I told you when we were talking before the stream, I loaded up the stream itself, and it was immediately accosted by the chat on the side of the browser.
YouTube stream chat, yeah.
The very first comment was, remake Chrono Trigger!
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, hide chat. There we go.
Everybody just really needs to just rub one out, because the whole Chrono Trigger shit is getting crazy. Chrono Trigger and Earthbound, like, can you just stop begging for games you've already played and stolen? I know.
Yeah, when we were growing up, when Chrono Trigger came out, Chrono Trigger was rightfully recognized as a great RPG, one of the greatest RPGs on the Super Famicom. Yeah. And then over the past 25 years, Chrono Trigger has evolved into the greatest RPG on the Super Nintendo, the greatest game on the Super Nintendo, the greatest RPG of all time, the greatest game of all time. What is happening? It's a good game, but what the fuck is happening?
Absolutely no idea.
What is the Chrono Trigger worship that it's emerged? It's a very good game. Greatest game of all time. Have you played other games?
No. But yeah, that has been going on for 20 years because, of course, it was an expensive RPG and not everybody could afford it. So at least in this country, nobody really bought it, relatively speaking. So you have a lot of people who just missed out on it. And then once emulators started getting better around the late 90s, early 2000s, people always gravitate towards the RPGs first. That's what they want to play on the emulators first, because those are the most expensive games and the longest, biggest memory games that most people missed out on.
Right.
Or in terms of like Earthbound or something, they just thought it was gay. And so stuff like that just completely just gestates for years and years and years until it finally flips and, people start regarding it with maybe too much regard. Unreasonable regard for some of those games. And now it's just like the first thing we ask Square Enix for, the first thing we ask Nintendo for, and it's just like, shut up. There are other video games.
There are other games.
But Dragon Quest 3, I'll play that again.
Of course. Yeah, remake that. Yeah.
Thanks for remaking that.
It seems to be like the whole Chrono Trigger Earthbound thing feels like the opposite of Final Fantasy VII, where, I mean, even though they're all widely regarded as paragons of whatever the fuck, FF7 conversely came out to thunderous applause and was everybody's first JRPG. And that's why people don't seem to be able to detach from that one. I think when Advent Children came out in 2003, 4? When was that?
Yeah.
4. One of our mutual friends at the time, and this is back in 2004, said, "Hey, everyone, it's 2004. Can we stop pretending like FF7 is the greatest RPG of all time?"
Yeah.
And we know that it's not. And it's 2021, and I'm still saying this. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not shouting at people saying stop having a good time. I'm like, recognize that you like this game a lot because it was your first RPG. There's nothing objectively good about this game. That's harsh, but you know what I mean. It's. Can we back it up a little bit? Can we explore some other games? Do we have to keep going back to this well every fucking goddamn time?
Yeah, but the thing I just don't get is recently, especially just people getting actually like genuinely angry, sending angry messages to like Nintendo, like basically getting angry, but also begging them to like charge them money again for Earthbound.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's there, dude. I know you've stolen it. I know you've played it. Are you taking bets on this or something? Like, are you waiting for Nintendo to announce it at a certain time? Like, oh, it's going to be on Switch again. Like, who cares? I don't get it.
Yeah,
Have you not had your fucking fill?
Yeah, that's my first thought when every time Nintendo announces new titles for their Nintendo Switch Online stuff, like the Super Famicom. Every time they announce new titles and you see Earthbound fans piping up with, what about Earthbound? Where's Earthbound? My first thought is, haven't you fucking played Earthbound before?
Yeah.
You have Earthbound. Like, I know you own a copy. What's the fucking problem here?
Do you really want that extra modicum of infinitesimal convenience of it being on your Switch? Like,
yeah.
It's
like, holy shit.
I'm guarantee you it's on the device you're typing this angry tweet out on.
Yeah, there is a certain sense of freedom in giving up on the idea of having all of your games in one place at all times.
Yeah.
Because when we were in, like, let's say when we were in like college, you know, I made it a point to like collect ROMs. Like, I have to have a ROM of every game ever made. I have to have it available to me to play at all times. And then over time, I started to lose that mentality because, like, I don't play any of these.
Yeah.
I got one copy on this, and it's fine. It's like there was a dude who used to come to the bar all the time who hacked his PSP and just put thousands of ROMs on it.
I remember this guy, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, he would come in with his PSP, he would order a drink, and he would boot up, 1942 on his PSP. And he would hold it up. He would hold it up and he'd be like, "Hey, look, I'm playing 1942 on my PSP." And I'm like, "That's fantastic, dear." And he'd play it for 5 minutes. And then he would boot up Bubble Bobble. And he would hold it up. Be like, "Look, I'm playing Bubble Bobble on my PSP." I'm like, "That's dynamite, sweetie."
Both the games that are on official PSP compilations.
Yeah, he'd play that for 5 minutes, and then he'd boot up King Arthur's Knights of the Round and hold that up and be like, "Hey, look, I'm playing King Arthur's Knights of the Round on PSP." I'm like, "That's fucking stellar." Are you enjoying any of these? You're playing these games for 5 minutes each. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What is the point of collecting and having all these things on one device in one location if you play them all for 5 minutes and then move on to the next one with your attention span, whatever your deal is?
Well, I impress bartenders with it.
No, you don't. Newsflash. I think you're trying to.
Well, the one guy liked it.
No. But yeah, I realized. Like, I used to hoard ROMs and stuff to be like, I have to collect these, I have to have them. And then I bought a new computer at one point, and I just forgot to move them over, or I never moved the ROMs over. And I realized that my life went on, and I was less distracted, and I just didn't care. It was like, oh yeah, I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
I don't need this at my fingertips at all times. Like, maybe I want to have them on a hard drive somewhere just in case, but like, I don't need these.
But now you can have
the same
them...
way that you don't need a 12th iteration of Earthbound on your Switch. Like, you have it. Yeah. You have it. Play that.
You also probably bought the Super NES Classic Edition.
Yes, it's on there.
And it's on there. And guess what? You can hack it and put more ROMs on it. But even if you don't do that, it's locked away on that box forever. It's the permanent Earthbound box. It's yours forever. Yeah, like
I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone who bought one of those and deleted every ROM but Earthbound.
Yeah.
Just so he could call it his Earthbound box.
Oh boy.
Or even better, replaced all the other ROMs with more Earthbound ROMs.
Yes.
That way I can have more saves.
I did buy the NES from my mom, which of course is relevant to right now because it's back in the house, and I did hack it and put some extra puzzle games on it for her. But I don't know if she's played all of them because she just likes Dr. Mario mostly.
Yeah. My wife only likes Panel de Pon, which fortunately is on the Switch.
Yeah, and they just added Magical Drop 2.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, this is what I actually like about the Nintendo Switch Online and Virtual Console and everything else since Nintendo started that shit is, with Magical Drop 2, they released an English version that had not been released before this week.
Oh, damn.
So there's like an English version of Magical Drop 2 for Super NES that had been ready to go for America in 1996, but wasn't released until, this week. So it's shit like that. When they do things like that, when they pull that out of a hat, and it's like, hey, here's a Japanese game that somebody had in the archive because, we have to put it through our certification process. And we've had it all this time. And the people who have the license are like, hey, you still got that? And it's like, oh, yeah, we do. Here it is. And it's a game, it's a version of the game no one's ever seen. That's great. That's the reason why that shit is cool. Not having the possibility of maybe having Earthbound or Chrono Trigger once again, for God's sakes, who gives a shit?
Nintendo is doing something about it.
Have you ever heard of Nintendo?
You know what? They are doing something about it.
Right? That's why I played that drop.
I really don't want to hear any more whoppers.
No, boy. Me neither.
Oh.
Anyway, Dragon Quest. They also did Dragon Quest 12. Who cares?
That's right. We got a logo. What's it called? The Flames of Fun.
The Fates of Flame.
The Fates of Flame?
Yeah.
I like my name better.
Okay. It's actually the Flames of Fate.
The Flames of Fate. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Flames of Fate. FF. It's actually Final Fantasy 17.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was
I could see that.
Dual announcement. Crossover.
Anyway, even before the stream started, I was like, they're probably just going to show a logo. And they showed just a logo.
Yeah.
Because they probably don't have much to show of it. But there was, the logo itself, it's like, the 12 is burned into like the ground and whatever. And Yuji Horii was there saying like, oh yeah, it's going to be kind of like a Dragon Quest for adults. And I don't believe that for a second because this is still Dragon Quest and we have Final Fantasy if we want Dragon Quest for adults, basically.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is Dragon Quest for quote-unquote adults. And I also want to unpack what for adults means. For adults means for 14-year-olds.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's not like the Japanese Kit Kats that are like the Atona taste.
Yeah, adult taste, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like that. It's not going to be your refined matcha-flavored Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I had a big rant about this on my stream last night, but basically, when they say when anybody says for adults, they mean for 14-year-olds.
Yes.
For adults is like it's Dragon Quest, but you also have to file your taxes in order to finish this quest. It's you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I am knowing what you're saying. Yes.
For adults is just shorthand for edgy, and there's no redeeming qualities to edgy.
You know what came out when we were 14? FF7.
No. Oh, yeah!
The most mature video game ever created to that point.
Oh,
and boy, did that stick with our generation.
Smash cut to Cloud eating shit on a snowboard.
Yeah. or all the stupid shit before that, like the fucking Costa del Sol that I keep bringing up.
That's always my biggest frustration when I'm streaming games and people are trying to recommend games to me is I think people have wised up and they don't really say this to me anymore, but people used to go with, you should play this game, it's dark. And I'm like, what?
Jeez.
Why do I want to play a game that's quote unquote dark? Why do I want to play an edgy game? Why do I want to play a game that's trying too hard to elicit a reaction?
Because you obviously have a fragile identity like I do.
No, guess what, Trevor? I don't.
Oh, man.
I mean, I do, but in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
I don't understand. I mean, I do understand why young people like to gravitate towards quote-unquote dark content. It's because it makes them feel more mature. It makes them feel more adults. But I think they have, like, the deeper issue is that you have trouble feeling like an adult. You need your media that in the past has been designated for children. You need it to be mature now and bloodier and darker. And that makes you feel like your hobby's growing up with you.
I feel like
it's legitimate. Look, Mom, look at the serious themes in my video game now. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks you're more of an adult because you play a quote-unquote dark game.
Yeah. I was definitely showing off games to my mom, but not because they were mature or anything.
Yeah, I showed off Mario 64 to my mom and the ending to Resident Evil 2 to my mom. Just because I thought they both looked beautiful.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
I mean, I feel like that's the same reason. So, like, in the last years of the PSP, Sony, like, redid the design of the box in this country, and they just had, like, a picture of a 13-year-old boy on it, playing it, and it's like, yep, they know what they're doing. Because that system did have natural appeal to teenage boys, I think, because, you know, it was the one with the good graphics and not the little kiddie DS half the time. So I think that's why a lot of stuff like Monster Hunter got popular on there as well.
Yes.
But should we go back to DQ12?
No, I want to bitch more about people who keep suggesting I play things like Lisa.
Okay.
Hi. No, that's pretty much it.
What's Lisa? Wait, what is that? Some indie game?
Lisa is like a dark indie RPG. When I was streaming Earthbound, everyone was coming out of the woodwork trying to recommend me dark RPGs.
I see.
Because Earthbound, famously dark and edgy,
super mature.
Yeah. I mean, just because a game has some downer moments doesn't mean it is quote unquote dark. But I was playing Earthbound, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should play Lisa," and I'm like, no, I watched my friend stream Lisa. It's absolutely not the kind of game I want to play.
Yes.
It's like a post-apocalyptic future RPG where the game mostly has, it's kind of funny and goofy, but it's also really dark because it's the apocalypse and fucked up things happen. Like, cool. It's not for me. I like that you enjoy it, and it seems to do what it does well, but again, it is not for me.
Right.
Anyway,
don't have much else to add. Yep, you're right.
DQ12. When do you think we're going to see that? 2 years out?
Well, let's see. I mean, 11 came out originally in 2017 in Japan.
Sure,
that was the first release. So they've had a few years to work on it. I'm sure they got some stuff already running. So you know, it might be a couple more years. They did say they were planning for a simultaneous worldwide release.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And I mean, that is more in line with like how Final Fantasy works now too, because those are like day and date, and they have the localization engines running at the same time.
FF15 was the first one to do that, and it really surprised me.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, pretty much. But so I'm not worried about that or anything. I think that'll arrive when it's ready. I just want to know if they're gonna actually acknowledge anything that happened in 11, because there was that weird epilogue thing. What about Kui?
No, I
Where's
think they're
Kui?
I think they're leaving that as it is. I don't think that's intended to be picked up on. I think that's just to say, hey, it looks like the events of DQ11 were actually inside a storybook in the world of DQ3. Isn't that cute? And I'm like, yeah, that is cute. I like that a lot. Well, what do you want? Why do you want it to continue?
It's okay. I'm kidding.
It does continue. Play DQ3. Oh.
Yeah, right. Hey,
yeah.
Turns out they're remaking it.
Yes. Maybe that was intentional.
Oh, boy. Erdrick.
I also, I guess they're going to use the updated localization that they've been using in, the DQ3 on the Switch. But,
they might redo the whole localization again.
It's mostly really good, but there are some things that are not as good. Like, I was playing it last night at work. I was playing the mobile version. And there's this recurring character, the thief Kandar, who steals the golden crown.
Kandar.
And then in Japanese, I think his name is Kandata. But he's in Dragon Warrior 3. Originally, his name is Kandar, which is a cool name for a thief.
Yeah, sure.
And in the remakes, the new localizations, his name is just Robin Hood.
Yes.
It's just Robin apostrophe space apostrophe OOD. Robin Hood. Get it? Because he's very Cockney, right. And he wears a hood, and he's robbing you. So his name's Robin Hood.
And he's about to be defended by Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, right? I had a good one of those on Twitter recently. I can't believe the murderer was Katya Headoff.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I thought you wanted to pronounce Katya Headoff.
Katya Headoff.
Yeah.
Kandar as a name has personality. It's giving this chubby, rascally thief a name, and Robin Hood is instead stripping him of his name and just giving him a dumb pun. And I kind of wish he had kept his name because he was a character. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, that kind of character. Yeah.
I mean, I guess Robin Hood is a name, but Robin Hood is also, a previously existing legendary character. Right? Was he real? No.
As real as Jesus.
Folks, chime off. Slide into my DMs. Chime off about Robin Hood.
All right. How about Magica Dispel?
She was real.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. She famously, she was, that's a lot of cultures have the same creation myth where there was, before the universe was created, there was a climactic battle between Magica Dispel and Scrooge McDuck.
Right.
And his cane and top hat splintered off into what became the planets.
Yes.
And Magica Dispel became the stars and the darkness, and some believe gravitational forces. And that's kind of where we are today.
Right. Okay.
Back over to you.
Still want to know about Cooey.
Cooey? Yeah, wait, didn't we answer that previously? Like, isn't Cooey just... Is that an affectionate term used in some cultures, or was that meant to be his name?
Yeah, was it a British thing after all?
It might have been a British thing. I don't know.
I forgot. Listen, I just want answers.
Cooey.
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 There he is. All right. So Dragon Quest 12 is happening. Let's hope we can all live to see it.
Yes. Hopefully, soon enough, we're going to get... Hopefully soon we're going to get an actual logo and more information.
And hopefully Sugiyama does not live long enough to see it.
Yeah. I mention this on stream every time he comes up, but like his contribution to the games, I think ever since DQ9, I think after DQ8, his contribution has been like cut in half with every game to the point where he's contributing like 2 new tracks per game.
He's basically poking at a piano with a stick, isn't he?
Yeah, his cane from bed. Yeah. He's poking at a piano with his walker.
Yeah.
Time for him to kick it. That's more of a Beastie Boys thing. But yeah, I'm totally happy if someone else wants to take up the mantle of a DQ composer.
I got just the guy.
Who?
Alex.
Okay, here. How's this? Try this song on for size. Bum ba da ba 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 ba.
Yeah, now add a beat to it.
Ba 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 ba. The Dragon Quest. We gave it our best. Play the fucking game. It's edgier, like the name. There's guys and numbers. That's what you're fucking here for.
Freddy, penis.
Oh, that's what I'm fucking here for. I thought you said that's what you're fucking.
Yeah, that's what you're fucking. So, speaking of music, we had the FF14 Fan Fest recently, and there was a big shocker. For fuck's sake, there was a big shocker with FF14 composer Soken, who announced like, "Hey, I have had cancer for a while, and I kind of composed a lot of music in the hospital over the past year. Please look forward to it, don't you think?"
Oh boy. Okay.
Although I think he said it's in remission. And
all right.
But yeah, it was he wrote the theme to Endwalker in a hospital bed. And boy, if you keep that in mind and listen to the lyrics, it's even more impactful. Endwalker, available November 23rd.
Yeah, that's a lot of layers to that.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's good stuff. Soken is a gift. I saw an image recently, and I don't know if this was real. I have no reason to believe it's not. But he was receiving a Guinness Book of World Records award handed to him by Yoshi P. That just said most songs composed for most original songs composed for one video game.
I see.
Which I guess is kind of cheating because it's an MMO with multiple expansions, but it's still very impressive.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's a great composer. Play FF14 with me out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so.
I say so. Do we have any more DQ talk? I think that does it.
No, unless you just had anything else swimming around in that big old brain of yours.
Here's what I have swimming around in my big old brain. It's called Phone Fun. Plot flags. Wait. All right, I don't have the Phone Fun on my soundboard, but here's what I do have.
Well, I have fan
Whoppers memories.
Oh yeah, play Fan Fun.
No more Whoppers phone calls.
Fan Fun. We love the Fan Fun. Where we talk about your name in a good way. Maybe you like the Facebook page. Possibly. And then you send us stories and then money. Maybe a lot of it. And you get $1 for a second. No, you get a second for $1. And then there's some other things. We hope it doesn't offend you. It might, but we like it anyway. And oh god, what? All right.
Dog got really excited this time.
Doggo! Fan Fun
hyper
leads
today.
into Phone Fun.
Okay.
Raymond, we have a handful of calls here from listeners who've dialed into 18... Wait, what? It's not 100. What is it?
805 NMW Talk. That is an American number. God bless it.
Literally on the screen in front of me that I somehow willfully ignored.
Well,
805 NMW Talk or 805-669-8255. We're going to listen to these, and then we're going to read the Google voice transcript and see how it fared. Here's the first one. For fuck, you couldn't have picked a worse time to play that.
Yeah.
Here's our first call.
Hey, Ray and Alex. This is Kent, a.k.a. Questmoreland. I have a over nerd for you guys. So when I was in 8th grade, I was getting the hot new game Final Fantasy, I think it's 3, for Christmas. And my dear friend, we'll call him J-Mac, wrote me a handwritten strategy guide from the knockoff strategy guide that he got at the time. And I had that in class and kept looking at it, knowing that I was getting FF3 for Christmas. Fast forward to after Christmas, I get back in my algebra class, and my teacher walks up to me and, addresses me loudly so the whole class can hear and says, did you forget this? Did you need this to play your game? And I embarrassedly said, "Oh, I already beat it," which was absolutely false. And so I still have that manual, and I'll send you guys pictures of it. Anyway, keep being awesome, guys. Thanks for the podcast. Thanks for the streams. Look forward to more in the future. Bye.
Thank you, Questmoreland. Oh, man.
I thought he was one of the Australian ones.
No, you're thinking of Worth Nintendo or Vomino or Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah, okay.
So he mentions, his friend wrote him a handwritten strategy guide from the knockoff strategy guide. I may have also had this strategy guide, although I don't know if I would. Well, if we're thinking of the same one, it wasn't a knockoff. It was somebody had written a strategy guide for Final Fantasy 6/3 in English. Like I bought this at a Borders bookstore.
Yeah.
But it was clearly written based off the Japanese version of FF6.
Yeah, you got to beat him to the punch.
And I bought it because I was so intrigued. It was full of names of weapons and armor that I had never seen before. And I'm like, there's so much of this game that I'm missing.
I think I just found a picture of it.
It had a black cover with a sword on it.
Yep. Complete Final Fantasy III Forbidden Game Secrets.
Yes.
Written by Hayaku Kaku.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, that means write fast.
Yep.
Is he trying to say it was a rush job?
I think so. And this was from the Secrets of the no, not Sages. What was that? The sub-brand of Prima before they were Prima or something? I forget exactly. But
I know what you mean.
It's the one.
Yeah, that one. I wish I still had a copy somewhere, but I think I might have lost it. It was nuts. It used Japanese names, or his rough estimate of the Japanese localizations in English.
Yeah, Prima's Secrets of the Games. Yeah.
That's it.
And it has fine print right on the cover. It says, "This totally independent book is not affiliated with Squaresoft Inc., Squaresoft and Final Fantasy are registered trademarks of Square Co., Limited, Nintendo, and Super... You get it. So I thought that was cute. I just thought, this totally independent book. We're doing this all by ourselves.
It's one of the... I think the moment that I realized something was up was I was following the guide and it said... go up and open this chest and get a flame tan. I'm like, what the fuck is a flame tan? Which I think is supposed to be flame tongue, which is a Final Fantasy sword. But I guess he just saw the katakana and was like, oh yeah, flame tan, that's something. And right. I open the chest and I get flame sword, and I'm like, huh, okay.
Hey. Well,
and then that just kept happening. But
I have more good news. It is on the Internet Archive. We can flip through it.
Yes.
Yeah. We can try it some other time. I mean, I'm not going to flip the whole thing, but...
oh, well, send me the link, because I will flip through it.
Absolutely.
I'll flip through it at work today.
All right.
All right. Raymond, we're going to read the Google Voice transcript of Kent's message. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Okay. Hey, Ray and Alex, this is Kent, a cake, Westmoreland. I have a overnerd for you guys. So when I was in 8th grade, I was getting the hot new game Final Fantasy. I think it's 3 for Christmas, and my dear friend... we'll call him J-Mac, wrote me a handwritten strategy guide from the knockoff strategy guide that he got at the time, and I had that in class and kept looking at it, building that I was getting FF3 for Christmas.
Uh-huh. Pretty good.
I need to breathe a lot, so you can just cut that out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fast forward to after Christmas, I get back in my algebra class, and my teacher walked up to me and, addresses me loudly, so the whole class can hear and says, did you forget this? Did you? You did. Did you need this to play your game? And I, embarrassedly said, or did you pack, which was absolutely false. And so I still have that manual, and I'll send you guys pictures of it. Anyway, keep being awesome guys. Thanks for the podcast app for the streams. Look forward to my future bike.
And we will, thank you.
Is this Questmoreland's way of telling us he wants a bike for Christmas? Because I think it's working.
I guess so, yeah. Look forward to it.
Look forward to it. Write it down to the corner store. No! I'm dying, Squirtle. All right. Here we go. We got another one here. I'm going to play it right now.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Ray. This is Gordon. I just wanted to give you guys a ring really quick to tell the tale of someone who has no business buying way too much Butterfingers, but... So, my best friend brought over 5 Butterfinger candy bars last night, and he is allergic to peanuts. And I'm like, why on earth do you have all of these? And he explains to me that the only way for him to get a new mount in Final Fantasy XIV is for him to buy mass amounts of Butterfingers. And so he's now doing this for all of his European friends who can't get the mount in their location. And I'm not sure how, but I blame Alex for all of this spending on candy that could kill him, as he is highly allergic, again, to peanuts. All right, guys. Thanks, as always. I will be looking forward to hearing your next episodes and escapades and folks trying to get mounts that they have to deal with stores that don't understand the rules for. Bye.
I take full responsibility.
Yeah, I heard about this, and I was also reminded of your recent escapade with the convenience store.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 14 promotion, and it seems like people are sort of doing the same thing on this side of the country world now. And
that's right.
Yeah, buying up Butterfingers and whatnot, and showing the receipts to, I'm guessing, somebody at a desk in Duluth or something who has to look at all these receipts and verify purchases of Butterfingers so they can get their FF14 goodies.
This would be the perfect time for you to play the Butterfingers drop.
It would be.
Butterfingers, 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 do-wop.
Thank you. All right. Here's the transcript. Hi, Alex. Hi, Rate. This is Gordon. I just wanted to give you guys a ring really quick to tell the tale of someone who has no business buying a way too much Butterfingers. So my best friend brought over 5 Butterfinger candy bars last night, and he is allergic to peanuts, and I'm like, why on earth do you have both of these? And he explains to me that the only way for him to get a new mount in Final Fantasy XIV is for him to buy mass amounts of Butterfingers. And so he's now doing this for all of his European friends who can't get the mount in their location. And I'm not sure how, but I blame Alex for all of this spending on candy that could kill him, as he is highly allergic. Again, subpoena. All right, guys. Thanks as always. I will be looking forward to hearing your next episodes and escapades and folks trying to get mounts that they don't need, that they have to deal with stories that don't understand the rules for dead. All right, pretty good.
I do wonder, though, does Butterfinger actually have like real peanut material in it?
I was wondering the same thing, and I don't think so. I mean, I know it contains sheets of tooth-shattering orange amber.
Yeah. You got to have that crispity, crunchy, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Right, exactly.
How peanut-y is the peanut buttery Butterfinger?
I don't know. Do they still make those peanut butter ball bearings?
The Butterfinger BBs?
That's what I said.
I'm on the website now. I'm not seeing them.
Do they still make Butterfinger pull and peel?
No, Alex, they don't do that. They have Butterfinger dessert toppers. It's just crumbled fucking Butterfinger. It's not even in a special shape or anything.
Well, Dairy Queen's been buying that for years to make Butterfinger blizzards.
Yeah, well, now you can have some at home.
I had a McFlurry the other day for the first time in what felt like decades, and it was pretty good.
Wow. I don't think I've ever had one.
It's the McDonald's version of the Dairy Queen Blizzard. It's not as good, but it's passable.
Yeah. Have you heard about the McDonald's ice cream machine controversies?
No, what happened?
Okay, how can I most simply explain this? The ice cream machines at McDonald's always break because they are made by one company McDonald's is very closely aligned with and has been for like decades. So this one company purposely makes the ice cream machines complicated to repair so that nobody at the restaurant can fix it unless they call a special technician from this company. And so basically that cycle has continued for years and years as they continually make the machines more complicated so that they make money off the technician calls and such. And that's why the ice cream machines are always broken.
Okay.
Yep, nice and evil.
Is that why you brought 5 cartons of ice cream?
No, these are for my World of Warcraft mounts.
Okay. Should you have put those in the freezer?
No, I just need the codes for the mounts.
Don't throw them. Don't put them in the garden, you fucking. You just dump them in the garbage.
Not this again, please. No.
Yes, this again.
No.
Pour them in the sink. Pour hot water over them. I've been canceled for my controversial opinions about garbage.
Yeah, that was a trip.
All right,
next call.
Moving on. Here's another one.
No more Whoppers. It's Luke Maxwell here, saying I enjoyed your talk. I always enjoy your talk about everything. And I hope whatever's going on for you guys is good and fine. And dandy? All right. Take care.
Luke Maxwell checking in
with
the Whopper
that sounds like
boys.
Luke's Stream Corner there.
It's Luke's Dream Corner. Oh, I wish he would do a Dream Corner.
Halfway there.
Living on a prayer, here's what Google Voice thought that Luke said. No more Whoppers, Bluegrass Slow here, saying I enjoyed your talk. I always enjoy your talk. Everything else, I hope whatever is going on for you guys is good and fine and dandy. All right, take care.
All right.
I regret to inform Luke that his new name is Bluegrass Slow.
Yeah. That's a very good JRPG name.
It is.
It is. That's like a Star Ocean character.
Yeah, Bluegrass Slow.
It's Tri-Ace level shit.
Yeah, let's just real quick. Let's come up with some good JRPG names.
Okay, Bluegrass Slow.
There's one. Hieronymus Fountain.
Yeah.
Sack Lunchington? I don't know. That kind of sounds more like a Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. We got another call here.
Betty Simon.
I'm going to play it. Brad Storch.
Ron, Sally, Ramza from Ramza, Tennessee. In the UK, I thought theater censorship ended in 1968 with the Theaters Act. But I left a great voicemail this week. The greatest voicemail ever. And you guys didn't play it. And I'm not angry with you guys. I'm furious. First time caller, keep up with the work.
All right. Thank you, Ron. How much longer are we going to pretend this isn't smooth?
How about 8 more years?
All right, I'm good with that. Here's the transcript. Ron Kelly from Tennessee in the UK. I taught theater censorship ended in 1968 with a theater backed off a great voice, and I was the greatest voicemail ever. And you guys can play, and I'm not angry with you guys. First time caller, keep up the good work.
Skipped a couple words there.
All right.
Not
Success.
that I completely understood him either, but yeah.
Oh, we got one here from a mutual pal.
Hey, Ray and Alex. This is Fritz Fondorf calling from the city of Bridges with some snack food copy. Actually, this is my cat's snack food copy. The ocean, a vast vessel, home to tens of thousands of species of tasty, succulent fish. The most delectable among them, the salmon. Oh, coral-fleshed foe, heed my lure. Come hither, fishy, fishy, fishy. Swim to the kitty's famished fangs. Or rather, lend me some Temptations cat treats already. All right, hope you're having a good day. Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Fritz. We haven't done snack food copy in a little while. I had some, too, and I forgot.
Well, this was cat food copy.
Cat food copy! No, cat food copy is just meow, 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 meow. Oh, all right, I get it. Okay, here's what Google Voice thought Fritz was saying. Hey, Ray and Alex, this is Fritz Fonder of calling from the city of Bridges with some snack food copy. Actually, this is my cat snack food coffee, the ocean of a statistical home to tens of thousands of species of tasty succulent. Fish the most delectable among them, the salmon bow. He's off. Either fishy, 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 swim to the kitties, famished fangs, or rather. Let me some Temptations cat treats already. All right, hope you're having a good day. Bye-bye.
Let my people go.
Thank you, Fritz. Kumarsh. Yeah. Let my kitties eat. Very good. That's right, yeah. At the city of Bridges, the city of angels, Pittsburgh. All right. We've got one last one here. I'm going to hit play on it now.
Hi, Ray and Alex. This is Demo Weasel from the internet. Just calling to say I love the show, and that when I was at a furry convention probably 2-3 years ago, I actually ran into someone who was wearing a No More Whoppers t-shirt, and he told me that he'd also been to Critical Hit Bar.
What?
And it turns out this person I've also drawn art for before. So that was a fun experience to have. Anyway, keep on going with the show. Love it. Thanks to you guys.
Wow, that's cool. It's a small world because I don't know that we can be popular enough that two people can just run into each other at a convention and be like, oh, yeah, I also listen to that
but
show.
a furry convention.
That's true. Here's
That's where
the transcript.
subcultures meet.
Hi, Rain. That's right. Hi, Rain, Alex. This is Demo Weasel from the internet. Just calling to say I love the show and that when I was at a furry convention probably 2 or 3 years ago, I actually ran into someone who was wearing a No More Walker C shirt. And he told me that he also been too critical hit bar. And it turns out this person I have also drawn art for before long. So that was a fun experience to have anyway. Keep on going with the show. Love it. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Rain Wilson, Demo Weasel. There we go. Yeah. It's I got somebody in my Twitch chat the other day who said they had been to the bar, but like they just stumbled onto the Twitch channel. They weren't like looking for it, which is very weird.
Well, okay. I wonder how much that story holds up.
Well, I didn't ask him.
Well, do it next time.
Fine. Thank you, Demonstration Weasel, for the call. Thank you all for the calls.
That's it, huh?
7 calls, 7 fates foretold.
Oh,
yes. That's it for phone fun. I think we can wrap up this episode as well because it's 3 p.m. I got to go down the hill. I got to buy some potatoes.
All right. You got some bar things to do.
Yeah, I got bar things to do.
You gonna fry up some taters?
Oh, yes!
Okay, sounds good. Well, then, yeah, this has been a fun episode. This has been No More Whoppers. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Make sure to go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com, to find everything important that we do, including our Patreon page, patreon.com/nomorewhoppers, where you can be a gold subscriber for just $1 a month. But if you're a Golder subscriber for $5 a month, you can get episodes early. And just either way, you're helping us out. It's another way to donate because we also have another PayPal donate button on that website. And we're on Facebook and Twitter. Twitter is No More Whoppers. Facebook is No More Whoppers. Hold on, though. You can also, of course, phone us, as those people just did, at 805-NMW-TALK. Leave us a voicemail, whatever you want. But a good suggestion would be Over Nerds, which are brief and funny stories about nerds you have seen in the wild or have been in the past. Just like those people who keep wanting Chrono Trigger and Earthbound and beg for it all the time. You know, people like that. And back to Twitter. No More Whoppers, of course, but we're also on Twitter personally. Alex is...
Check this out. I'm Patui. That's Pitohui. Please also follow my business. It's Critical Hit Bar. There's also an out-of-context quotes account at OOCCHQ, which hasn't been updated in a while because I don't have many customers because there's a plague on. Look out the fucking window.
Okay. Looks pretty normal to me, but...
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Your country has the vaccine rolling out, and Japan is still just kind of shrugging and going, what's wrong?
Gotta have those Olympics.
Yeah. Hang on. Sidebar.
Yes, Your Honor.
I had a salaryman... I had a salaryman who comes into the bar and originally was very, very critical of Americans for not wearing masks, and rightly so.
Sure.
And then America started to wear the mask, and now that we're getting vaccinated, America's taking the mask off. And this guy's like, I can't believe America is taking their masks off. Don't they know that there is coronavirus? And everyone in the room has to be like, America has the vaccine. And he's just like, oh, right, I was just surprised to see people taking off their masks. It's because there's a fucking vaccine now. And it would be great. You know, it's not Salaryman's fault that the government's dragging its ass, but it would be great if we could fucking roll this out. I am yelling at you. I blame you for this.
Twitter.
This is the same salaryman who believed that if we cancel the Olympics, then China wins.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I remember that from last episode.
Okay, sorry, keep on going. Yeah.
Okay, did you mention all your Twitters? Okay,
yes,
I'm RDBAAA. That's how you say it. I'm also RDBAAA on Twitch, but, you know, I also made a video game called Blast Rush, blastrush.com on mobile. Check that out. But yeah, back to Twitch. We do No More Whoppers streams on Twitch. again as No More Whoppers. All one word.
We do. That's fun.
And Alex, do you want to tell us what your name is? No, on Twitch.
Oh, twitch.tv/hoodedpatooey.
I'm sorry, this is all over the map.
Please come hang out. It is.
The point is, we all do stream.
If you come into the chat, I am guaranteed to yell at you at least once.
Yeah, especially if it's me.
Especially if it's
all right.
Yeah, I'm trying to be less angry all the time, and it's not working.
No, it is not.
I'm trying to yell at people less on stream. It's just I feel compelled to read every chat thing out loud. I need to stop doing that. I think my new tact is we need to just stop reading out loud the things that are blatantly dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give that a shot.
But that's me on Twitter. I'm trying to calm it down. Please give me a follow. Once I hit 900 followers, we're playing Phantasy Star 3. 1,009 followers means we're playing Final Fantasy: United States of America. Come on down. Grab yourself a drink.
Dankachino?
Let's play video games together.
Yes, Twitch. You said Twitter, but yes, we were talking about Twitch.
Fuck! Let's start from the top. I'm going to stop recording.
Da 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 da
da da da da da da da.
Okay. Well, hey.
This has been
all right. What else is going on in our lives? You know, a few weeks ago, you were on Retronauts talking about Phantasy Star.
That's
thing
right.
You just said you might play on Twitch.
Yeah.
I think I'm recording one in a couple days, so I'll be on that in the future. And okay, yeah, good, Alex, we're good. All right. Don't forget also merchandise. You can find on our website, nomorewhoppers.com. Find the picture of the gifts of the shirts. Okay, well, Alex, big week, big time for us. Lots of stuff to talk about. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is alive and well. And we'll still be talking about it. So thank you for being a good sport on the show. Except for all those times you yelled at...
Anytime.
No, stop playing the drop, Alex.
Anytime.
Your choices are all wrong.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. It's our charity live stream to get you a life. Come on, bro. You live like this? Try that again.
Little river. Little river.
Dankachino? Little river.
Ooh. Whoa. Sounds like the enemies from House of the Dead 2.
Little river.
Melvin!